What?
Hello.
What's happening?
This is epic music.
man.
No, you cut it off right before the crescendo.
Music would sound like
we're doing podcast.
It would have been great if it was just behind our voices as we're talking in.
no. Hi everybody, welcome to the Blind Wave Podcast. We have this every Thursday. This is podcast number 101.
Yep.
Everything off the table. Oh wait.
Damn it! I needed that.
Sorry. Anyway, welcome guys. Glad you could join us today. How was everybody's last week? Rick, we missed you. Extinguishing fires.
I was blowing up bridges.
Yeah, the website was on fire.
Oh, I thought you were in Australia. I was like, oh, damn.
Yeah, we did have some issues with the website. How's the website looking now?
Meh.
Okay, so
It's working.
if you guys want to visit the meh site, it's there.
Yeah.
Hopefully nothing else is broken, and it will be fixed as soon as we can.
Say meth.
Meh.
Meth.
Meh.
Meth makes everything better.
Is that how it works?
Do meth. Go to the website. You're going to like it a lot more.
Well, how was your New Year and stuff then, Rick? Because we didn't get to talk to you about any of that.
Yeah.
We didn't get to talk to you.
I was sick. I went to bed at like 8 o'clock.
On the New Year?
Yep.
Gotcha.
On New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
So good time.
Yeah, good time. Then I woke up the next day and worked on the website.
Nice.
What a way to ring in the New Year. What, Christmas and stuff go well?
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty good. We stayed home this year on Christmas Eve and Christmas, which is the first time. The first time in my life that I have been home
On Christmas
exclusively Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. So that was a very nice experience, except for the vomiting and the coughing
Oh.
that surrounded me.
Is that why you stayed home, or was there just no plans on that day?
No, we planned on staying home.
Oh.
And relaxing.
Well, that worked out.
Yes, and we were given an excuse.
All right.
So, but fortunately, Evie was well on Christmas Day, or whatever she has now after. But on Christmas Day, she was fine and had a good time. She's getting into Barbies now, which is an interesting experience. Always, I feel like, because she's not capable of like dressing them the way she wants to. So I get involved in that.
Oh.
So it's been a little weird for me.
Daddy, put her clothes back on.
So she's very good at like taking the clothes off. She's not as good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember like when I was playing with my sister's Barbies and stuff. Like it is unreasonably difficult because their arms like they don't like go out.
Yeah.
You just point them both back, and then you slide it up over, and then you point their arms forward.
Yeah, but if they're in a jumpsuit or a dress or something like that,
Same
it's
thing.
significantly harder
Yeah,
to
I
like
don't
stretch it over their body and their shoulders and like. Yeah,
But her
it's a
video
whole
game
thing.
play, and we're playing Phoenix Wright together now.
Hell yeah!
I was just playing it, but now she has the left controller and I have the right controller.
Oh, that's okay.
So like she points to where we look in the investigation and stuff, and like what we're going to talk about, and then I actually like click on them.
You select it.
Yeah, and switch between the menus and stuff.
Nice.
So that's been fun. And yeah, she's really into Edgeworth, which is the best character to be into. So
He's a hell of a character.
he is a hell of a character.
Hell of a thing. It's a hell of a thing. I would say.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's basically it. I played while I was sick. I set up Big Trouble in Little China, the cooperative board game. Played that. It was really good.
Interesting.
We need to play that on game night when we can find 3 to 4 hours
Interesting.
to do so.
Find 3 to 4 hours in our schedule.
Yeah,
That's
you
gonna
guys,
be fun.
you guys had to take a break in
Good
the middle
luck.
of a game.
Hey, I don't want to
Man.
beat in the dirt.
No, we're going
It's a
to.
thing we've been doing for a long time.
No,
It's like
because
the
you
wave.
beat it in the dirt, and then eventually it becomes too much, and like, we got to drop it. And then it gets better after
Then
that.
it gets funnier
Aaron's
again.
been saying it for a long time.
Well, he never lets it come back.
He never drops it.
You got to drop it for a little bit. Then he comes back.
The heavy?
But yeah, that's it for me. And
You
I'm
guys
going
dropped
to
the
check because
glasses
some
thing.
people are saying it's buffering. So
Okay, Rick
See
will
what's
be
happening.
doing
We are
that
buffering.
while we fill in some time. So,
Well, for Christmas, we had gotten a toilet.
yeah, I got a toilet.
So
Nice.
upstairs, I helped my father-in-law put in a
Yeah.
toilet. I never done a toilet before, so I
Yeah.
helped him put a toilet in upstairs because that toilet before was like you'd flush it and it would like fill up,
Yeah.
and then over time it would slowly drain, and then it got to the very bottom, and like and make that weird, this kind of weird noise of like
Sure.
it gets to the bottom and the
Yeah.
air is like, what do we do? The toilet right there. So, I hope to do that. But after that was done, and the Christmas was done and stuff too, our basement, we have a bathroom in the basement. It's just like a little bathroom.
Okay.
It's like a half
And-
bath.
Yeah, it's just a toilet, a sink. That's all that's in there.
Okay.
Toilet paper and stuff, but
And lights.
yeah, and a fan
And the door.
and
Nice.
and a mirror. But anyway, you there was a time that went in there, and when you walked on there was like a wooden laminate looking flooring kind of stuff. It was like squishing. It was like
A squishy toilet.
yeah, and like I've been noticing before, but like I just never did anything with it. But like it looked like where the wood used to be has become dirt, and it was all like I don't know. It was like you could grab it and it was like dust, but
So
it was like
it
it
rotted.
was like soil. It looked like soil.
The wood disintegrated.
The wood was not in good shape.
And you were like, this
Yeah.
is not...
So we put in a thing. We turned off the water. Melanie put in a thing to I think it was like to dehumidify and stuff like that. Try to get all the water out of the air and things, and dried it up. And then she went down to look at it. And when I went down to see how she was doing, she had ripped all the floor off. She's like, "It's rotted." I was like, "Oh, okay."
Okay.
She's like, "We need a new toilet, and we're gonna have to fix this floor."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, all right." So I helped her get that toilet out of there. And then she was like, "Okay, tomorrow I'll get the floor done." So her and her dad ended up working on the floor, and then they had a toilet. So that night I went home and I'm like, "All right, I'm gonna put another toilet in. I can do this by myself now." I watched how it went the first time. So I'm putting it in and everything, and things are going okay until I got to put the tank on, and the toilet and the wall don't mesh.
Oh.
So I have this seat and everything, and this seat goes back right to the wall.
Yeah.
But then the way the tank works is that it doesn't have the tank needs 2 more inches, on top of what it's already at. And I'm like,
make a
this
hole
isn't
in that
gonna work.
wall.
This isn't gonna work. So Melanie she left and went and got another toilet, because apparently there's what they call a rough in, which is from where the drain of the toilet is to the wall. We had a 12-inch rough in for that toilet. So I was like, well, I guess get a 10-inch rough in. That looks like it should be about right. I tried to measure it and it looked okay. So she got a 10-inch rough in, but we still had the other toilet. So I put in that toilet, got that to work, then took that toilet, went upstairs to my bedroom, took that toilet out, put another toilet in. So over the course of this month, I've put in 3 new toilets to the house now.
Nice.
So
That's
you're,
awesome.
Are you a pretty good expert at it now, you think?
I don't know.
Good toilet guy.
Right now, I Melanie's there's this methane smell in our bedroom one, and I think it's because she got this. I told her when she left to get the second toilet. I'm like, well, I've already put this one down. There's a wax seal you put underneath to help seal it. I don't know if we can use that anymore, because usually every time you pull it off, I think it breaks the seal a lot of times. So to be safe, maybe you should just get another wax seal. So the one toilet came with one, so we were good there. But she bought a thing that's this rubber one that's called Better Than Wax Seal. And I think it might not be better.
I can't believe it's not a wax seal.
It might not be better. I was like, maybe just get a wax seal. I'll replace this toilet, swap it back out, put the wax seal in, and maybe we won't have this methane smell thing. She's like, all right. She's like, well, I thought that one would be better than wax because it says so in the box. I was like, hey, if I was making something that was supposed to be better than, I would say it was too. I said I would title it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to take it apart, and put it back in again.
Gotcha. Okay.
But that's been my that was this week, was putting in 2 toilets after putting in the other one.
I have a very important question. Do you have enough woods? Did you just throw the old ones in the woods? Because that's what my parents always did.
The wood, I burned it.
No.
Burned the toilet?
No.
He's saying, what did you do with the old toilets? Do you have enough
I used
woods
to
in
smell
your
wood.
backyard?
Oh, no, I don't have enough woods
Okay.
to throw the toilets in the woods. No, I'm going to have to
So there's a toilet graveyard in your parents' house?
Much more than that.
That's got to be confusing for someone that's walking in the woods. and being
Any
like,
major appliance. It's like a whole house over there.
No, I don't know what I'm going to do. I might have to I might just wait till our dumpster's empty and toss one in there and then wait and toss another one in there the next week or something. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know how to dispose of toilets.
Normally what we did, we just broke them up and
Yeah.
crushed them into chunks and stuff.
I got to
and then it's
crush a toilet at Don's house. Is very satisfying.
it's very
Really?
satisfying actually to take a sledgehammer to a, because it's all the porcelain,
Yeah.
ceramic, whatever.
Well, I can tell you.
And they break
Are
so
you telling
good.
the story
I just
yet?
don't want to risk with glass sitting around and kids go outside or something like that and there's glass in my driveway or
No,
something.
you want to do it like
That place
you
is
put
a jungle,
chunks in
Aaron.
the trash can and then break it apart in there.
I'll just take it here and throw it in the dumpster and hope it shatters when I throw it.
It will. Some. I mean, it's not going to go into
that's what I
little
want.
pieces.
Like T2, okay?
probably break
That's what
in
I want.
Shay and I had a toilet at Third Street House, and then some guy threw a cherry bomb in it. And he's like, "What's gonna happen?" And what happened was it broke and blew up. That's what happened.
Mystery solved.
So we had a destroyed toilet. So
Is that what I need to do? Just get a cherry bomb thrown in
we're
there?
like, "What are we gonna do with this toilet?" I was like, "I don't know, but we can have some fun with it before we get rid of it."
Has to be full of water.
We took it down to the fairgrounds onto the stadium, like real high.
The
and we
grandstand.
threw the toilet off the back of it. It was awesome.
So you threw it onto the pavement?
Yeah.
Exploded.
You sons of bitches.
Yeah, it was awesome. We cleaned it up, but it was awesome. We
Okay.
did that,
Yeah.
and then it was like
And-
dark and windy, and me and Shane were doing
You turned her against me.
you have done that to yourself.
So
We just did that for a long time.
In high school, we
before
used to-
prequel memes were a thing.
Yeah, we used to recite the Revenge of the Battle Between Brothers speech.
I just replaced my toilet in my bathroom at home, which I loved that toilet because it was so damn low to the ground. I loved how low it was.
I hate low
You
toilets.
poop so much better.
I hate
What?
low toilets.
It comes right out. I'm constipated now because my new toilet's so damn high.
No,
well,
yeah,
squatty potty.
Yeah, you're supposed to have a squat. Your knees are supposed
No.
to be up, Calvin.
Use a squatty potty.
Just have a
My
small
knees
toilet.
are up. Have you seen
Anyway,
my legs?
Anyway, so What?
Are you finished with the
yeah,
story?
I'm finished with that. Do you
Okay,
want
there's more to it.
supplement it? Go ahead.
Okay. Well,
Supplement the toilet. By the way, this is not a shit story,
yeah, it's not. So,
so you can't check that off.
No,
your
it's a
line with
big
bingo.
shit.
the guy who blew it up, who I'm still friends with today, he was from some means, his family. So he quickly just bought us another toilet.
Yes, you
Well,
did.
our
Forgot
friend
about that.
was, who was self-proclaimed can do everything, fix
Yep.
it all.
Hmm.
He goes to install the toilet, and everything's going perfectly, but he's screwing in the back, okay? And then he doesn't do it evenly,
Mm-hmm.
and one side of the toilet, the right side, I think, fucking cracks.
It just cracked.
All the tank.
Yep.
Yeah, the tank. And
I think it was like that until we left.
all the fucking water drains out. They're like, well, fuck.
And he's like, I got you guys a new toilet. My responsibility is over.
That was one of my things I was worried
Yeah.
about when I was putting mine in, because like it has like a rubber like gasket kind of thing that fits on
Mhm.
top of the toilet seat, and I'm like tightening them, but like there's two little ledges on the back and in the front, and I'm like I want them to not wiggle too much, but I'm afraid of going too tight and it pops it.
Mhm.
So it's I get that.
You just do it snug. It doesn't have to be super tight.
I just don't want it to
Like,
be wiggling either. You know,
There's supposed to be a little bit of wiggle, but you shouldn't be able to pick up on it at all.
Where'd you get your toilet at?
Lowe's
I
probably,
got mine at Lowe's.
because it's the only place in Marietta.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
No,
you know,
I went to
Like,
Lowe's. I'm like, you guys put this toilet in if I buy it, and they're like, it's $100. I'm like, that seems worth it because I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
And then I was like,
I didn't pay a guy $100.
$100.
I'll do
That's
it.
all it is.
Is it done?
Yeah, it's done now.
Damn it.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna take $100.
Oh, you would take
Put it in.
No, I was like $100 install a toilet. Took them like 2 hours though. It was like something finicky with it.
What's your
Anyway,
average install
but
time?
I was
Aaron?
like, well, what do I do with my old toilet? And the guy's like, what do you mean? I'm like, well, do you guys like take it? And he's like, no, they can't take it. You gotta get rid of it. I'm like, well, how do I get rid of a toilet? He's like, I don't know, but they're not gonna take it. Anyway, and then the guy called, like the contractor they contracted to install the toilet called him like, hey, can you guys take this toilet? And he's like, you give them $5, they'll take that toilet, no questions asked. And I'm like, all right.
$5.
So Chancey was there when they installed him. Like, you give him $5.
Did
And
you do
she
like
gave
a-
him like 10?
Did you do like a palm swap? Like,
Something like that, yeah. So I don't know what happened with that toilet.
and you wink?
But it's now an unregistered. They filed off the markers, and you know,
It's out there, no
it's
man's
out
land.
there. It's out there.
black
It's in the
market
black
toilet.
market toilet,
give him $5, they'll take that toilet.
and it's gonna be a good toilet for somebody because it's so damn low to the ground.
why did you get rid of it in the first place?
Because it was leaking.
Oh.
My water bill just like shot up one month. I'm like, damn, what happened? Jancy's like, your toilet leaks all night, and I'm like, I don't hear it. She's like, yeah, I know you're deaf.
It's just been
That's
leaking.
the
pretty-
flush valve.
That's
you can
how-
replace the flush
No,
valve.
I've replaced it. It's something wrong internally with
Eric,
it. It
that's
was leaking. the
that's
whole time.
how your place flooded is because your toilet. You didn't realize that was the
You would think
catalyst.
so. You would think so, but there are many ways water to get into your
That was a
house.
hell of a thing going to your house and seeing that fucking.
Hell of a thing.
Hell of a thing.
Hell of a thing.
Hell of a thing.
Hate to interrupt this toilet talk.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I do want to plug, and it's also been a highlight of my week. There's a poll going on right now.
There is a poll going
Breaking
on
Bad
right
is
now.
being replaced.
replaced.
And in case you don't know, we are doing El Camino.
Yes.
That's going to be
A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah.
But we are.
They know it now.
I was
We
gonna tell.
have. We've
I
done
was
it.
gonna be like, they'll find out next week.
El Camino
Yeah.
will be coming out early access on next Monday.
It was a great movie.
I
Not
think
this
so.
Monday? Yeah,
Yes.
because the finale's on Monday, and then So,
so
we are doing it.
there is still some time going on, so if you want to vote over
Mm.
at patreon.com/SpineWave, if you are a $1 patron, you can then go to the website and vote on this poll.
Yeah.
But making the clue has been one of my favorite
Yeah.
parts.
You've been having a lot of fun. We've been having a lot of fun coming up with
Yeah,
stuff.
it's
Yeah.
been pretty
Yeah,
fun.
it.
I was sitting up here finishing with Rick while they were doing Vikings. It was good.
Yeah, I feel like I've had a lot in a row, and I feel like the next poll might be a while. So
Sure.
like I'm not going to get this feeling again
Yeah.
for too long.
So, what are you shooting for in terms of difficulty? If the previous one was one where they solved it in 3 hours, and the second to previous, and then the next one was three days it took them to do it. What are you shooting for in terms of difficulty?
I would love
1 to 10.
I don't know.
my ideal, and
However long it takes.
I don't think this is going to be that, but my ideal would be 3 days,
Yeah.
but without any additional hints. Because I had to give some
You
additional
gave some
hints. on the
additional
last
hints.
Yeah.
one. I don't think this one's going to take 3 days, but you never know.
I don't know. We'll see.
I think it's shaping up to be a lot of one was fun to solve, at least.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I think so.
So make sure you guys are watching our social media for
Yeah.
whenever that drops.
Yeah, all of our stuff is in the description of every video.
Yep.
So if you need a link, it's there.
Breaking Bad finale will be on early access Monday, and then El Camino will be the next Monday. I don't know when we'll release the new clue for the poll. When do we usually do that?
I mean, we usually let the poll run a week.
Yeah.
The poll will be closing up Sunday, Monday, somewhere
Gotcha.
in that
Yeah,
range.
okay.
And then
So-
we very well may be releasing the clue close to then.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And for everybody that's here on the podcast, you're the first to know. All 5 of us are in El Camino. Yeah.
Yes, that's
yeah. So get hype. It's a good one.
And if you're not already, check out our Discord as well, because people had a lot of fun working together to try
Yeah.
and solve the clues.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
Yep.
check that out if you haven't, because it's fun to watch for me, if nothing else. If no one else has fun, I have fun.
Yeah.
This one was fun.
true.
This
It's like
was
the
fun.
holiday special.
Rick,
Exactly.
Rick seems to always have fun when no one is having fun. That seems to be our childhood. The more I learn about things, because I had so much fun, I took this from Aaron. You know what?
So you're calling yourself
I
Nolan in
lived with that for
instance?
years. She's like, I know.
All right.
Man, you took away a story that was going on, Rick. I don't remember what was talking about.
Toilet talk.
Toilet.
Toilet
It
talk.
was nothing. It was done.
I thought you said it was a hell of a
My
talk.
toilet's too damn high.
What have the rest of you guys been doing this last
Honestly,
week?
I'm a little constipated because I'm pooping less.
Well, that's
You're
your.
not pooping as well.
That sounds like a you problem.
It is a me problem.
It is a poo problem.
It's a poop problem.
Get a squatty potty, man.
What else you guys been doing this week, though? Anything else? Shane, I know Shane finished up Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah, I
You
finished up
did.
my stream. I love that game absolutely so much. Can't wait to talk about it more with Aaron and Eric.
Yes, we announced last podcast that we're going to be doing more podcasts, one being Star Wars, so we can have this kind of conversations. The 3 of us is going to be fun. I've been storing all that conversation up in my head for a long time now.
Yeah.
Wait,
yeah, I got a lot
what
to
are we
say.
doing?
Jedi Fallen Order,
You're not doing
Star
it,
Wars
Rick.
podcast
okay.
stuff.
You're not in it.
All right.
It
Yeah.
might touch on prequel stuff. We don't want you tainting it.
Yeah. Anyway.
I mean, honestly, it's my first kind of solo stream. I'm thankful it was like as watched as it was.
I'm thankful you didn't catch anything on fire.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, when I came in here on what was it, Sunday, and
Every day.
no, like when I came in here on Sunday, like all the stream stuff was changed and everything. All the cameras are at different places. Like shit, I had to FaceTime Rick, and he had to walk me through everything.
I've done that before.
Yeah, yeah. So that was really cool. But yeah, man, I can't wait to just honestly get in another game. I'm trying to think of what to do next. I want
Yeah.
to play something that I like, but hopefully it's popular. So we'll see.
Death Stranding was a highlight for me. Like, there's so much organic comedy in that game of just like ridiculous situations that just happen to happen.
Yeah.
Because there's like the game is so open, you can approach things so many different ways. Like, I went through hell and high water to get almost where I needed to go, and then there was a river. It's like, I got this. I'll just make a ladder over it.
Sure.
And then that didn't reach. I was like, well, I'll put 2 ladders together. And I'll get over that. It'll be fine. And I'm climbing over the ladder, and it breaks. I fall into the river. All my stuff
It's floating away.
is floating away, including some
It's got to be able to feel it.
artwork that I'm transporting for someone.
Artwork. That can't get wet.
Well, no. See, I just told him it was a watercolor.
That'd be funny if that's an option.
But like, I'm floating down, and then I'm chasing after all my stuff. It's going down the river, and everything's getting ruined. And I finally catch up to it. I start putting all this stuff on my back. And I notice it's very shaded. I'm like, damn it, it's going to start raining. All this stuff's going to get even more wet. But I look up, and I realize the reason there's a shade is because there's a bridge. That I could have just taken all along. It's a great game. Like, it's got a kind of a slow start, but like once you get 10 or so hours in, it really opens up and just becomes a tremendous amount of fun.
There's a lot of like learning stuff in the very beginning that takes a while to get into in the story.
A
and all
lot of
that
like
kind
tutorial stuff of like it slowly dishes out all these different.
Yeah,
things
I'm sure
you
it's
can
pretty
build.
deep on what all you can do and stuff too. But you got to learn that
Yeah.
somehow. You can't just be like, "There you go, now what?" And you're too overwhelmed. You're like, I'm not gonna play it. I'm done. Calvin, what'd you do this last week? Anything? Anything good? Anything fun? Anything terrible? Skunk?
Well,
I don't know.
No skunks. No.
Calvin, tell the story.
Huh?
Tell the story you told me and Eric.
Oh yeah,
That happened like 2 or 3 years
He
ago.
just dropped this shit in our Vikings reaction.
What?
And I was like, what?
I almost got carjacked over by Sisler Park.
Carjacked by Sisler Park. Who's
And to
carjacking
be
at
fair,
Sisler
the
Park?
way he said it made it sound like it happened like, oh yeah, it's happened 2 days ago. I didn't tell you guys. I was like, wait, what happened?
No, I asked them. I was like, "Did you guys know that I almost got carjacked?" I was like, "What? When did this happen?" Oh, this was a long time ago. But
I was like, oh, okay.
no, I was driving past the YMCA, and there was this guy like limping across the road. And as I was driving by the YMCA, this car like just tore out of there as if they were trying to get away. And this guy was limping, so I thought, oh, maybe it's a hit and run or something. Maybe he was going across the crosswalk and they hit him and they took off because they didn't want to pay his hospital bills or something. So I pulled into the YMCA parking lot and rolled down my window. I was like, "Hey, man, you okay?" And
Hello,
he was
sir.
Like,
Can I
he was like
help
limping
you?
towards me and stuff like that. And he wasn't really saying much. He was like mumbling and stuff. And he kept his arm behind his back. And when he was like 5 feet away, I noticed he was holding a knife. So, and I like, "Hey, man,
like I shot him.
stay away." No, I didn't. I like, "Stay away." You know, I see the knife, and then he like grabbed the door handle and like he was trying to pull it open, and he started like almost climb in. I took off. I called the cops. They showed up like 20 seconds later because they were like right around the corner, and he was hiding in a ditch in Sisler Park, and they tased his ass. He was like rolling around on the ground, and they were like wrestling him and shit. He got arrested.
Huh. I didn't know that either.
So he was just a gangster. That's why he was limping.
No, he was very high on methamphetamine, crystal meth.
Did you just stick around and be like, "That's him"?
No.
Oh no.
They found him immediately
To
from
be
my
fair,
description.
you were frequently carrying a knife
Yeah.
out in the open.
And a flashlight.
Well, yeah, but I
To
wasn't
blind
limping.
your opponent, your victims.
Hey, your victim.
I wasn't limping,
your
though.
opponents.
So what was going through your mind?
I knew that I wasn't going to let him in the car,
Mm-hmm.
so I like got away from him. Luckily, I didn't stall out. That would have been very embarrassing at that point. Yeah, that would have been bad. But other than that, I was like, "Oh shit! Like I need to call the cops so this doesn't happen to somebody else." But I was like, "Wait a minute! I'm the reporting party. I'm the victim. Fuck!
Yeah.
I don't want to be the victim."
Yeah.
But
I want to be the perpetrator.
This never
find
happened.
this guy.
My first thought would be that I'm in the wrong car and that this is this guy's car.
No, I was driving down the
That would be a
street.
brilliant way to carjack someone. It's like, hey, you took my car. Because you know what? I have you ever had the experience where like you're at like a department store like Walmart or something, and you go up to a car and you
Yeah.
it's like, oh shit, it's locked, and you look in, it's like, oh, this isn't my car at all.
I've been at
And it looks
Walmart
exactly like your car.
and I did that, and there was an old woman sitting in it. I was like,
She stabbed you.
Well,
I just looked at her, shrugged, walked off,
Oh,
got in
that's
my
funny.
car.
my friend Jared, when he was working out, like he got in a fight with his girlfriend or something like that on the phone. He was walking out, he's all pissed off. He's like, "Shane, I was all juiced up because I was on running trend and all this stuff." And he walks and he just starts opening his car door and he just rips it open and there's this like teenage girl in there going, "Ah!" And she's trying to crawl over the center console.
Oh my
She's
god,
screaming and he realized that his car was like right next to it.
that's terrible.
He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Wrong car.
Yeah, like when I used to have the maroon Ford Explorer, like
There's a bunch of
you would
those
see a
around.
bunch
Yeah.
around, and like I just remember one time just going up and being like, "What the hell isn't my door? It's not working." And just looking
Yeah.
down and being like, "Oh." And I looked up and it's right beside it. I was like, "Oh man, it'd be embarrassing if like someone's like, 'Get out of here, it's mine,' you know?"
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
They let you open it and then they shoot you in the face with like a taser or
Yeah.
something. Like Scarecrow.
Yeah.
I had an interesting car experience. So Jancy's car got dropped off.
Yeah, you need to tell that
I think he's working on it, Eric.
story. Yeah. Well, I could set it up.
Sure, go ahead and set it up.
Okay, so
It's a hell of a story.
well,
The hell of a story.
hell of a story. Jancy has, she moved from California, and there was all these headaches about like, well, you gotta move your stuff, then you gotta move your car, and the people that were supposed to come get her car, take pictures, put it on a truck and all that stuff, they like would say, we're gonna show up this day, and they just never showed up. So she had to call and be like, hey, when are you guys coming? It's like, oh, yeah, your driver, he's, here's his name. He'll be there from 6 to 9 tonight. She's like, okay. It's like 8:30. She calls. It's like, well, the driver, let me see. Here's his number. She calls the driver. He's like, I'm in New York.
What?
And she's like,
The
what
fuck is he doing
You're supposed
there?
to pick it up in L.A., And then finally, they pick it up, and she's like, oh, what a headache. At least it's on the road. No problems now, And then we just don't hear about it for a long, long time until they're like, yeah, we'll get there whenever, And then, like, the same thing happens when they're trying to schedule to drop it off. It's like, it'll probably be this day between this and this. Nah, that's not going to happen. All right, this day between this and this. Nah, that's not going to happen. And then finally, it was going to be December 23rd between, 6 and 9 p.m. It was like 8 o'clock. She called. They're like, oh, it's not going to be there. We can drop it off tomorrow, Christmas Eve. And we were like, we're going to be in Columbus that day. And Jancy just had enough. And she's like, no, you guys didn't get it here. They were trying to say, if you're going to be in Columbus, we'll drop it off in Columbus. She's like, I already paid. I'm not getting that money back. You guys need to get it here,
Yeah.
And I'm like, I guess maybe I can, have my dad or somebody go get it, And I'm like, who do we trust? And I was like, we can trust Rick. So we called Rick the night before.
The man who doesn't know his way around his own hometown.
I was like, let's trust Rick. Well, because I also was I was thinking in terms of, it was going to be Christmas Eve, and you said, you didn't have any plans, you know? So we called him hey, first I said, are you doing anything tomorrow? Could you, if it comes, because I was thinking, he ain't gonna fucking come.
Yeah.
We're gonna stay here, not go to our appointment, and it's not gonna be there. But finally, Rick's like, yeah, I'll do that. And then they actually called while we were driving up to go get our puppy, to get General Kenobi. So I called, the guy calls, yeah, I'm here. I had him go to Bridgeport. I'm here at Bridgeport. Or it was I guess wasn't that guy. I don't know. Anyway, they were there. I called Rick. I said, he'll be there in 10, 15 minutes. And then we are 5 minutes away from picking up a puppy. And Rick is messaging and being like, what's the license plate? And JJ's like, it's this. He's like, what kind of car is it? It's this. He's like, he just texts back it's not on here.
So he says that they'll be there in 10 or 15 minutes. And I leave immediately and get there.
Mm-hmm.
And I see a truck with a bunch of cars on it. And there's no one in it or around it. And so I call Eric, and I'm like, well, I'm pretty sure it's here, but I don't see anyone here. And do you have the guy's number or something?
Yeah.
And so he calls the guy. He calls me back. He was inside a Kmart, taking a shit. Or
Yeah,
something.
he's in this. He's like, I'm in the store. I'll be out there a couple minutes. And he's like, what's he doing in the store?
And so
my car.
And so I am looking for her car.
Yeah.
On this truck, and I do not see it, and I'm very confused. And I see this guy, give me a motorcycle wave.
Like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that. And I wave back at him, and he is over there on his phone, and I think he's just being a nice guy and waving or whatever.
Sure, you wave at people.
Yeah. And so I'm looking at this thing. I'm taking pictures of license plates. I'm like, is this it? Is this it? Is this it?
Taking pictures of license
Yeah.
plates.
Jancy is freaking the fuck out. She's like, oh my god, it's not even there.
I do not see this car. And then eventually I look over, and I see the guy on the cell phone. I see the car he's standing in front of. Mm-hmm. And it looks suspiciously like what Jancy's car has been described to me. And so I go over, and this is the guy. And he's just been waiting there just watching me this whole time.
Yeah.
He didn't come over and say anything. He didn't try to call my attention.
Are you sure the motorcycle wave wasn't a gesture? Is is this your car?
He might be like this one.
It was the wrong hand.
And you were just
pointing away from it. But this guy
Maybe he was gesturing for you to attend to him.
Join me. The car is here.
But this guy he has a very thick Russian accent.
Yes.
You wanted car.
God damn.
Get the car. You want
Was
the car?
he wearing an Adidas
Hey.
tracksuit?
Woman not show up. You want the car?
We will have good deal.
And he was like, pictures cost $10 each or something like that.
Yeah.
Because he's wondering, why am I taking pictures of all these cars on this truck?
He's probably thinking this man's right to rob me.
And then as I'm talking to him about getting the car, this other guy comes over and oh, that license plate's from pretty far away. And he just starts chatting us up and having this conversation.
Okay.
I was like, why couldn't you be like this guy?
Yeah.
Come over and talk to
Yeah.
me so I didn't have to look like a fool.
Russians don't talk to each other.
Yeah, that was it.
It was so funny because
So wait, was that his truck then?
Yeah.
yeah.
So he's just watching you take pictures of
Yeah.
his truck,
Yeah.
just waiting
Yeah.
there.
You just
I
waiting
hope
there
this man tries to take truck.
Why he look
I
at
take
truck?
life.
he's over there filling out forms on his phone or something.
That's funny.
just
Yeah, I
look-
mean, just every step of the way, it was just delay and not knowing what they're doing and all that stuff. And then finally I was like, don't worry, we'll be gone, but Rick's dependable. He'll get it. And then you just text it back, it's not here.
First I thought you said he's expendable. He doesn't have plans.
He'll have Rick deal with the Russians.
Yeah. And she was like, he's not going to get lost going back to your house, is he? I'm like, I don't think so. Maggie should be there.
Yeah, I followed Maggie. No, well, Maggie didn't know where you lived, so.
Gotcha.
Wait, so you had to meet over at the Kmart?
Yeah.
Bridgeport is where it was.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. You had to go to Bridgeport?
Bridgeport equipment.
I followed Maggie to there,
okay.
and then I
Yeah.
went to his house.
Yeah.
And like
Okay.
I got to that turn where like you go either to the firehouse or your house.
Yeah.
And I had to stop and I had to think about it.
Rick is not the best with
Yeah,
directions
it
at
was,
all.
we,
so-
we finally get home with the puppy and the car's not there, and we call you and you're like, I'm in Kansas.
It's possible. You didn't have Toto
I'm
yet.
supposed to take this to California, right?
Yeah. Right, exactly. I heard driver in New York.
Well, I remember during the days of Washington State, like you would use like a GPS. You'd have to travel like to like Washington D.C. and stuff like that, right?
Yeah. Well, so yeah.
Well, I just figured.
I've
you,
got to
you'd be
airports in Washington D.C. and things. Like Washington D.C. was fine getting there, but getting home, like the exit it told me to go on was closed,
that always sucks.
and now you're lost.
and so I completely lost. And it just
Yeah.
keeps telling me to keep going to that exit. I'm
Turn
like, well,
around.
I
If you
am-
Turn
keep
around.
making circles. Yeah.
That was the problem for the first days of MapQuest, where you'd like print it all out and you have like a folder so you could do it on like a road trip.
Yeah, and if you
And then,
fuck up
and
one
then
of
you
those
fuck up
things,
one, you're like, well, I don't know where to go. My dad
like-
would be like, that's why you shouldn't use MapQuest.
that's
and he gets
all
out his,
the,
he gets
all
out
the
his
dominoes have
Atlas.
fallen.
Yeah.
Remember Atlas?
That's why you need a map.
Yeah.
So I called Maggie. I put her on speakerphone. I was like,
Yeah.
Maggie, you are my GPS.
Yeah.
My family in the glove box, I remember it was like a leather bound looking thing that folded and snapped, and you unsnapped
Yep.
it and opened it, and then the pages opened by that, and it was like every
And-
state,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and like some things were zoomed in on other states and stuff too. Or yeah, I remember that.
Remember in eighth
Yeah.
I don't have that anymore.
Man, those companies are just gone.
Yeah, right,
guys
what do
that
they
did
do?
that, you know?
Hope they diversified.
Yeah, right.
Like,
Remember
"Ah,
in-
we'll be fine. We'll have TomTom now. No more TomTom.
no, Tom.
in 8th grade, we were learning how to read maps. And, like, you know, we had our maps and they were teaching us, but afterwards, you couldn't leave until you folded the map.
Mm-hmm.
And it took me like an hour to fold this map.
Yeah.
I remember you telling me the
Robinson?
story.
Was that
Yeah.
Robinson's class?
Uh,
Yep.
Mrs. Robinson.
I had no problem folding the map.
Jesus loves you
No one
more
did.
than you
But me.
will know.
Rick couldn't find where to go. He couldn't close the map. It was his arch nemesis.
Yeah.
thankfully, for all the board games I've played, now I can really fold things.
Get good.
Yeah.
Get good at folding. Mm.
So you had a
You pay
guy.
attention to where the creases are.
So Rick helping to get Jancy's stuff had a guy who didn't want to talk. Didn't you have a different ordeal though with people delivering Jancy's stuff?
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, her actual stuff came 2 nights ago. Was it 2 nights ago now?
Something like that.
I
Yeah.
think so. But well, yeah. The guy, like, he's supposed to arrive between, like, I don't know, 4 and 7 or something like that, and he was pushing it like to 7. And finally, he's like, you know, he's this Indian guy was the driver. And he's like, I don't want to. I can't do the accent, but he's just like, you know, I can't turn on the Hadley lane. I can't do it. It's the truck too big, you know. And I'm like, you should be able to make the turn. I've seen, you know, I know that trucks aren't supposed to, but you can do it. And he's like, but I won't be able to get out. And I'm like, I was like, no, you can get out. It's actually easier to get out than it is to get in, you know, because you can
Because down the hill.
because you can go
Yeah.
go to Glendale. And he's like, no, you show me. You show me. I mean, he was nice, but like the way he did it, like he ended up walking from like that church all the way to my house, and then he's like, I don't know if I can get out though, you know. And I was like, you just get in my car and I'll take you. He's like, okay. So I got my car. I showed him like, you just go here and then you go here, you know, at the interstate. He's like, oh, that does work, you know.
I
So
believe
he
you now.
finally he comes down the hill and he pulls up. He can't go in the driveway. It's an 18-wheeler. It's huge, you know.
Yeah.
But he gets there and they start taking the stuff off, and he has another guy. The guy that's not driving, he's just the guy that moves stuff. And he was like I don't know, he's like 6'6". He's a real tall, like you know, he's like a skinny, muscular guy. Like you can tell he's like thinner, but he's like built, you know. He lifts
Wiry.
shit all the time, you know. But yeah, he came up. When the Indian guy came in the house, I'm like, I just need you to put everything in this room. I've moved my collection over here, all against the wall. So you just got to put stuff in here. And when the mover guy came in, he comes in because I have everything on like shelves and stuff. And he comes in and he's like, holy shit. And I'm like, what? And he's like, what is all this? I was like looking at the Star Wars collection. And he was like, oh yeah, I'm a collector. He's like, where'd you get all this stuff? Did you just buy it or something? And I'm like, no, I've been collecting it for my entire life. He's like, oh, okay, Star Wars, not really my thing. Dragon Ball Z, that's my thing.
Oh yeah.
I was like, Dragon Ball Z. I went over. I'm like, look. He's like, wow, it's Vegeta, man. Super Saiyan, Vegeta. You know?
That's funny.
For the 90 minutes it took him to bring everything in, we just talked about anime. And I'm like, man, I can't have a conversation without anime these days.
Yeah.
But it was really funny because at first I was like, and I wasn't embarrassed or anything, but I was like, some people just don't get that a 30-year-old man's gonna collect Star Wars toys,
Yeah.
But that guy, he was telling me about anime shit I didn't know. He was really good.
How was he?
He was like, oh man, you're watching the dub. You gotta watch the sub, man.
Did he?
But I mean, he probably was 35, 6'6" black guy. He was super into it.
Yeah,
And I would not have
awesome.
expected it at all.
Yeah.
But we had a good time talking. So yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah, you said about that. I was like, well, that's kind of funny.
Yeah, it was funny.
I like that. I've been you talking about collection. I've been watching more of the
Toys that made us.
Toys that made us stuff.
I need
Yeah,
to get into that.
it's pretty interesting. There's a lot of cool stuff that they talk about in that and the history of where toys came from, and Transformers wouldn't be around if it wasn't for G.I. Joe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Different things that are how those are related. No, they are.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool.
No, I love that stuff. It's great. The Star Wars one's so fun because it's they talk about Kenner, which the company doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah,
but
right.
they have a lot of cool stuff, cool stories.
Yeah, no, I was watching for a while. There was a YouTube channel called it was Gamers, but instead of an A, it was a V or something like
Yeah.
that, GVMERS, and I think it was all capital.
Yeah.
But they have some things of the rise and fall.
Mm-hmm.
So they went over the rise and fall of Medal of Honor or something like that, or the
Yeah.
rise and fall of Brothers at Arms, and the rise and fall of Resistance, Fall of Man, and stuff. They covered these different games where they came to being. They were pretty popular for a while, and
Yeah.
then they fell. And it's I think they're all voiced over by that one dude who has a really good he has a really good voice, a really good documentary voice. I can't think of what his name is and stuff, but they're pretty good videos.
William
Yeah.
Shatner.
No, not the rise and fall. No, they don't do that.
Yeah.
But I did just recently watch the Star Trek Toys That Made Us thing.
Oh, yeah?
I haven't seen
Cool.
that one.
Yeah, I watch it. I'm I'll just watch them because I watched the Barbie one. I was like, I'm not really interested that much in the Barbie one, but I'll watch it. And I was like, that's kind of cool.
Honestly, it's done so well that it doesn't even matter what the subject matter is
Yeah.
half the time. Because they also have the movies that made us, and I'm not a big Dirty Dancing fan, but the Dirty Dancing movies that made us one was awesome.
I want to watch that one. Melanie was like, well, can we do the Home Alone one? I was like, all right.
Oh, that one was good too.
So I watched that one so far, but
Yeah.
I was like, I want to watch Dirty Dancing because I don't want to say I grew up watching Dirty Dancing,
Sure.
but my mom really loved that movie, so I've seen it multiple times.
My mom went and saw it. She said that she went and saw it at the theaters 30 times.
Yeah.
I was like,
Jeez.
geez, you really like that.
well, that's why there was
And then I'm here 50 times for Star Wars, Mom.
in Blockbuster game that we played, we had Dirty Dancing, I think, for me and Rick, and I said I did it with a quote. And it was nobody put the baby in the corner because I thought that Rick would know that. But the one that first came to my head was I carried a watermelon.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, no one knows what that's from.
I wouldn't have gotten that.
No one remembers that.
No.
It's I
No,
remember
yeah.
quotes and things that happen in a good bit.
No,
but-
when we were playing that, when I think I was the one that set that over there for you. I'm like, well, these guys probably won't get it. Shane definitely won't get it,
For Dirty Dancing?
But I was thinking the same exact quote.
Yeah.
No one puts baby in a corner.
Yeah, but yeah, both those series are on Netflix. I think they're Netflix originals.
Yeah.
So-
I don't know about Toys That Made Us, but maybe.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
think
you
they
can watch
both
them on Netflix.
They're both really good. So
Yeah.
I like those. But I've been watching those a lot lately.
Yeah. But yeah, with cleaning up my house and stuff, my collection kind of was all over my house. But whenever I wanted, I need to make sure I have room just to be able to move Jancy in. I'm going to put it all in one spot, just in the corner for now, and we'll see what we do with it then. And I don't think I've ever seen it all at once. It kind of looks like a toy store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of inventory. I could open up a legit store and probably
Well,
sell for a while.
yeah, I'm kind of wondering what mine looks like because I have a good number of board games
Board games, yeah.
that are mine and not Blind Waves. And does adding those over
Yeah.
to the ones that are downstairs right now make it ridiculous?
Yeah,
You
that might
know?
be ridiculous. Yeah, between us,
I've
we could
seen that
we could
once.
probably live for a while just selling stuff. Not that I'd ever sell mine. I'm
No.
sure you're the same way.
Add in those pops downstairs too, and
Yeah, right.
we could really open up a store.
Yeah. Good.
We should. It would be interesting to take a picture of all the pops at once.
All of it,
Yeah.
spread out, not
We did
stacked up or
once,
anything.
when we were moving
Yeah.
things downstairs, we did a video, right?
Yes,
Put them all on the
but
floor.
we have way more.
We do have way more now, yeah.
Yeah, we have
And-
at least 300 or 400 more just from banging
Yeah,
around.
I think it'd be interesting just to put them like one layer deep and see how big the wall would be. You know,
Like fill a wall with just
Yeah.
pops. That'd be
Yeah.
crazy.
because
That'd be great.
Yeah, it would be crazy.
That would be fun.
And someone's like, "That was 2 years ago."
Yeah, that
Was
was
it?
2 years
Dang.
ago.
Yeah.
Damn.
I guess so. It's crazy.
That is crazy.
Time flies really fast.
Mm-hmm.
I was debating on a story that I had, but someone was like, "No, please don't tell that story. Don't tell anybody about this."
Well, now you have to.
So I was like trying to think of what to call them. I don't have to name that person, I guess.
no.
But I was helping somebody with a computer,
Okay.
and they were having issues with their screens. They only had one screen coming on.
Okay.
The solution ended up being that the video drivers needed like installed / updated and stuff, and it wasn't recognizing.
Gotcha.
But they were trying to do it, and the first thing they had was they had it plugged into their motherboard. And I was like, well, you have a video card. So we plugged in the video card. And then they ran it to one monitor with a DVI cable.
Mhm.
And they wanted to activate their other monitor. And I was like, okay, well, let me make sure this is plugged in. I was like, well, nothing's plugged in the back of the computer, so we need to plug this one in. And I went to the back of the other monitor, or the TV or whatever, and it had HDMI plugged in. And I was like, oh, well, where's this go? And I followed it, and it was plugged into the first monitor. And I was like, what is this? It's like, well, you did that before. I was like, I never did this. It's like, yeah, you did it. And I was like, what are you talking about?
Oh, that's hilarious.
But I was like, you can't send it from a monitor to another monitor. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was that was a funny thing. Like, you can't tell anybody about this.
Gotcha.
So, but that was funny.
Do you have anything, Shane, from this last week?
Nothing as interesting as what we're talking about now.
Yeah.
So do you guys want to start taking questions here? Do we want to start with that?
Yeah, I mean, if you guys that are watching right now have some questions, let's do we could do like some Q&A and get into that, but I also have some of these questions here too if we want to do that.
Should we use the Twitch question points?
There is, if people have bought some, we can look at those to make
Okay.
sure too, because then that's one way of making sure, and then we can also take some. Like the way I had those initially, I was messing with it to try to set up so that you can use your points to submit a question, and then those questions are ones that are like people ask questions in chat all the time. There's
Yeah.
no guarantee that we'll see it and do it.
Sure.
So I was hoping like having that is like a way of like this is the most likely way of getting a question asked and a response to it, you know. So, but yeah,
All right.
we can do those or whatever other ways there are.
Cool.
I did see
stuff.
one question get bought earlier, but I didn't.
Can you look it up on Stream Elements?
No, not the points one.
Okay.
I think you click like down there on the
We're
little
getting
ball,
some
like-
questions in here.
Down here.
Yeah, we are right now.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Send in a question. You guys prefer salt or sweet snacks?
Sweet or salty snacks, says
Salt.
Valator.
Salty.
Salty, probably, but sometimes
Like a Slim Jim versus a piece of candy.
You know what my issue though is with that is a lot of times with salty stuff.
Yeah.
In my mind, I like having like soda. So like popcorn, I don't like drinking water. So I have like the thing with sweet stuff is I can have water. It's not a big issue with me.
Yeah?
So it depends like how I'm doing like my diet. Because if I try to cut out pop, I can't do salty. I can't just eat on chips because then I gotta have pop. I feel like
Gotcha.
I don't know why. It just bothers me.
No, I
Okay.
gotcha. I probably prefer like gently sweet, like
Gently. Like, example.
like Oreo thins. Like I'll have like 8 or 10.
You might as well
like-
just have like 4 normal ones.
I bet.
No, I get it.
No, but-
no, I get it. It tricks the brain.
I bet.
Because I wound up just having 8 or 10 normal ones.
But the ratio of filling to the actual like cookie, the cracker cookie,
Yeah.
I feel
You
like
prefer
it's,
that.
it's much better.
Yeah.
Okay.
I used to take the double stuffed Oreos and do the thing and then make quadruple stuffed Oreos.
I
And then,
know.
and then you
And then
dip them in toothpaste, wouldn't you?
And then I'd throw away the ones I didn't want.
Just
Ours
the
is
top
rather-
Yeah.
that you licked clean.
Yeah. No, I didn't.
Yeah, I know.
All right, we got some questions?
We do. We haven't cleaned this out in a while, so
Ooh.
I'm going to start at the bottom.
Okay.
Cool.
The Faulty Hammock. Did any of you guys see Knives Out? Seems like a film that you would all generally enjoy.
We
Nope.
did not. We actually were talking about that could be a good one to add into the reaction movie poll once it comes out. We have to wait for it to come out.
Yeah, all the cast and everything. I was really excited to maybe do a review of it, but
Melanie wanted to
we
see
just
it,
didn't have time.
and there was one day that her and I were talking about going to see in a movie, and I was like, maybe I should just, because like, I don't know that we're gonna have time to do it. Maybe I'll just take Melanie, we'll watch it, and then her and I can just do a review to be able to have a review up for the channel or something. But never got to see it.
Yeah, me either, and I really want to watch it. Start Kettle 100. Will you guys do a spoiler discussion of the Fallen Order a Fallen Order on the Star Wars podcast once you've all completed it.
Yeah, we've been making we've been trying to nail down the format and all that stuff for what the podcast is going to be. But in terms of like big topics, that's one of the first ones we all thought of. Like, oh, we got to do that. That would be great.
Yeah.
Well,
So
you
we're definitely
guys.
going to do that. Us, yes.
Yes.
That have played.
Us.
But no, in anticipation of doing it, I've been doing a casual playthrough of my own at home.
Cool.
Just doing like a 100% thing. It's been a lot of
Nice.
fun.
Mhm.
Well, 100% is not casual.
Well, yes. I'm not streaming
No,
it.
sure.
I'm needing to be like, on or entertaining.
No,
did
I
you
gotcha.
did you like kick it down to be able to like kind of fly through it a little easier or anything,
No.
or did you leave it on like
No,
the
I
normal
left it on,
setting?
but I think I just have a better grasp of the game and
Yeah,
its
you've been
mechanics
forged in
and stuff.
fire.
Yeah, pretty much, I guess so. But it's just so much easier the second time because like you know where you're going, you know how to handle the enemies,
You know what to
It's just-
expect.
yeah, it's a lot easier now.
You're not distracted by the spectacle.
Yeah,
You know where to
I
like
need to-
spec your points into
Yeah.
first.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And honestly, like filling up my my experience and stuff, I'm getting the web like way easier. All
Your
the
skill
points
tree?
and skills, like the skill tree in my first gameplay, I didn't even get them all. But this one, I've almost already got them all.
Cool.
So
Nice.
Gotcha. Yeah, I filled up most of mine. But
Mhm.
yeah. But yeah, we'll have a discussion on that game.
oh yeah.
Zizio, will you guys ever do a Euro trip?
Ooh,
I want to.
That would be fun. I've never been out of the country myself.
Likewise.
I've been to Hawaii, but I know that
That's
it's still
United
America.
States.
I know, but
It's not
I was
continental United
I was
States.
over international waters.
Yes.
I've been to Germany, but yeah, I mean having like a trip where we plan like some kind of like travel from something to something
Yeah.
and see some places, that'd be kind of cool. But
Germany's home of the board games, baby.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Gamescon's there as well.
Yeah, I would like to go to Gamescom sometime. That would be fun.
A Euro trip. Do like a Euro vlog. That'd be fun.
Yeah, we've talked about it. I would love to do it.
Yeah.
Hard
That
to
would
see.
be-
It's hard
I
to
could
say.
get
Yes.
lost in another country.
Yeah.
We might lose Rick in like a Europe trip. Thing.
Yeah.
With no hope of me ever getting
No,
back.
you could be gone
I mean,
forever.
I would like to try driving there for like an hour.
You want to try to drive to Europe?
No. Be in Europe and drive there.
Well,
I
if
knew
you're
On the other
gonna-
side of the road.
If
I
you're
thought-
going to drive, you're
I-
not going to get there.
I thought it was
in
gonna
an
be
hour.
Calvin. I thought it was gonna be Calvin. I was like, oh, here it
It's
comes.
one or the
Aaron,
other.
Aaron jumped in.
You
Ah!
like to try to?
I think
No.
there's an ocean there.
I knew immediately what you meant. One of my
thornberries.
one of my bucket list items has always been I want to drive on the Autobahn.
Oh, what's that?
It's an amazing highway. They don't
It's the German interstate that
yeah.
is not speed restricted.
Yeah.
So if you're in the left lane, you're going 200 miles an hour.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
They have less accidents too.
They do that in
They do.
Montana,
They have
don't
much
they?
less accidents.
No.
and-
Isn't Montana
No.
doesn't it?
No.
Yeah. No, there's one state where there isn't a speed
I don't
limit.
Well,
I guarantee it.
I don't know.
You guarantee
I
it?
guarantee it.
Look, Rick, look
I'll
that shit
stake-
up.
I'll
Bro.
look it up.
I'll stake the rest of my water on it.
Oh wow.
You better
We'll pair that against Rick's water. But no,
I don't know.
I've
I
been
thought
on,
it was one.
I've
I
been
don't
on
know.
the Autobahn, but I didn't drive. You
Yeah.
know? I wasn't the driver. I just rode in it. But yeah, no, it might be.
So
What?
Nevada and Montana were holdouts when it came to not having speed limits.
Uh-huh.
Let's see if they still don't.
Like I'm saying, I got the state right. One of them. Oh,
Nice.
give me that water.
Apparently, California is dealing with a proposal to remove speed limits through
Really?
the Central Valley.
They just introduced a law like saying that you can't fucking like a teacher can't punish a student. It's something crazy like that.
Hmm?
I don't know. There's a lot of weird laws.
It's a stupidest ass law I've ever heard.
Like, how far does that go?
I'm
If
sure.
that's the case.
Well, I'm sure the chat will correct me on what explicitly what it is, but it's some stupid ass law.
Hmm.
But the good thing about like the German Autobahn, why they
Yeah.
have so few accidents, it's so much more difficult to get your driver's license in Germany.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like it's like a 18 month to 2 year process,
Yeah.
and the testing is very rigorous.
Gotcha.
So in
And-
1990,
Go ahead.
in 1995, when Congress removed the 55-mile speed limit, Montana took away its speed limit went without one once again. But it was reinstated in 1999 after a state Supreme Court ruling setting a maximum to 75.
Hey, I heard it sometime, and I was alive during that point. So I'll take that as a win.
That's fair.
I wasn't wrong. How about that? I'm not right.
At one
but
point
I wasn't
in time,
wrong.
you were correct, but it is not right now.
99.
Okay.
Well, to be fair, at one point in time, there was no speed limit anywhere.
No.
So I guess I'm always right.
That was like last century.
Beginning next July, teachers in California will no longer be allowed to suspend elementary and middle school students from school for disrupting classroom activities or defying school authorities.
Yeah.
As a result of a law signed by the governor.
So you just
So will the principal or the superintendent still be able to do that?
that might be how it's wording, is that like teachers can't, but it has to be from a
Yeah,
higher
they can't
up.
just pass summary judgment on a
I
student.
know a lot of teachers were upset about it. Like we talk about it, it's really bad over here. Sometimes like it's some of those schools over there. I
mean,
guess where they have inner city. Like
It may depend too. A lot of like if some teachers are abusing it too, so they're taking it away. And
Yeah.
it just takes a couple of teachers to abuse something like that they start passing laws.
Yep.
Yeah.
It takes one fool to use a gun incorrectly
sounds like
to
a
start
foolish
passing
law.
different laws on guns and stuff.
Yeah.
So it could be related to that too.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know.
But I thought it was stupid.
It just, yeah. I understand. I don't know.
Yeah.
The Scot named Lewis, Eric/Rick, what at this moment is your most prized possession in your collections?
Ooh, what a great question. I really love the convention exclusive Grand Admiral Thrawn signed by Timothy Zahn. That's probably my best.
Thronzon?
Thrawn Zahn, yes.
Zonthron.
Yeah, that one's pretty
Sounds
awesome.
like Jontron.
Jontron.
Do you have that Boba Fett that shoots a missile?
No,
Yeah.
nope. You know how much that is?
I hear it's a lot.
There's a lot more fakes than there are of the real one. And it's many thousands of dollars. I don't have that one, but
If you found it, would you buy it, or is that one that you're like,
No.
I don't need it?
No.
Are you saving up for it
well,
for one day
I'm
where
a
you
mint,
will?
I'm a mint and box collector, and those don't have boxes
Yeah, no,
anymore.
they don't.
None of them do.
Well,
So,
those ones don't. I don't think 'cause they were like
no.
fake,
They were like
made kind of thing.
Well, what they originally were is that you would have to like send away for them. It was like one of those mail-in things.
Yeah, but the initial ones didn't shoot the rocket though.
No, well, the things that they sent back didn't shoot the rocket. Only the prototype shot the rocket. So you had to get the prototype.
Yeah,
which is
I
makes
just
it
didn't figure
very
the
rare.
prototype had a box, so I
So
don't know.
what happened was that you have all these people when they were kids being like, "Oh yeah, I had that one," but they didn't. They just thought they did because they sent away for it. So that's what made it. It kind of went into the legend of like kids saying like, "Oh yeah, I have that one," or
It's
my cousin has that one.
the
Really,
Mandela
no.
effect.
Yeah, kind of in a way, but it just made for this like legend in Star Wars collecting that people just seek it now.
Mm-hmm.
So
But Timothy Zahn though is probably your.
probably the signed Thrawn one is pretty great. I mean, I have like the numbered Black Series. Like I'm only missing like one number now, but it's only because I have that figure, just not in the box that's numbered. So it's nice to be able to see all the numbers.
Would you ever take like one of your like Luke Skywalker like figures in the box and like have Mark Hamill sign it, or does that ruin it for you?
No, I would love that because I'm never going to.
That makes it better.
Yeah, that
that's
just makes it better.
well, I know like some collectors are like, well, you don't want to draw on the box and this and that, but like if you have like Mark Hamill signing the character he plays,
No,
I feel like that
I'd do
can
that.
only improve
I would
or increase
imagine,
the
yeah.
value.
But
Yeah. I mean, the value is not the most important thing to me. It's just like, I just like getting them and having them together. It's just like a nice feeling to have them. But for sure, that would be awesome. But the problem is that if I combine that with my obsessive hobby of collecting, I then have to get them all signed.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
No.
we can't get all signed.
Although
I would have to.
quite a
but you have Timothy Zahn signed.
I'll have to. I know, but that's different because it's like the extension. Like it's like an exclusive one. Like you put that over here, and all these ones aren't signed. It's okay. But
Yeah.
once I start signing
that's
one,
like that's like a centerpiece.
Yeah.
That's like the crown jewels of your collection
Exactly.
right now.
Yeah.
But if you start signing them all, then it's like,
Yeah.
well, you're a completionist. So
And one of the reasons it's one of my prize things is because it is signed. It already is pretty cool, but I have a bunch of cool ones. But that one's extra cool because, like, I took it in Parkersburg, West Virginia, to him, and like I went there.
it's still funny.
No, I just went there one day, like on a Saturday, and I'm like, at this toy thing over there in Parkersburg. I'm like, it's pretty cool. And then
The
I walk
toy
out, and then
expo
I
or
walk
whatever?
around and fucking Timothy Zahn's right there. I'm like, holy shit. I go home.
I love how that's your first thought.
I came back the next day and had him sign it, and he took it, and he's like, "Oh man, not a lot of these out there." And I'm like, "No," and he's like, "Yeah, these are really cool." And he's like, "Where would you like me to sign it?" I'm like, "I want you to choose where you sign it." And he did the perfect plot space, so it was
Nice.
good.
Nice. So for me,
And then we saw him a couple months later.
Yeah, at Star Wars Celebration.
Yeah,
for me, I have a few different ones. One is special not only because it's rare, but of all the effort Maggie went through to get it and surprise me with it for Christmas. Is one based on the 100 Years War called Warriors of God. Like she was like talking to people in Germany and stuff because it was out of print.
Yeah.
And like she found someone that was going to sell it, and so like she even created a Board Game Geek account.
Did she have to learn German?
No.
Oh,
But so just like her effort going through getting that to me makes that one especially special.
Yeah.
As far as other ones, I have a Discworld board game that will probably never be reprinted, which is pretty cool. Right over here, yeah.
Candyland.
See it? Nexus Ops, right there, has been out of print for a while, and is just a fantastic game that's great for playing with people that don't
I love when we play
like those kind of games.
Yeah,
normally.
I love that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet.
That's not even the original version, but that's the Fantasy Flight version. And then also Level 7 Omega Protocol is also...
Yeah, level 7.
Yeah,
I've wanted that for so long.
Yeah. And there's a few other war games and stuff, but those are the main ones,
Yeah.
I would say.
I guess one of the newest things that I put into my collection, it's pretty special, is that my brother was down for Christmas, and he was down at our second farm. Like, my mom had this, like, kind of, like, old barn that had a lot of storage in it. And he was just going through, we're trying to clean stuff out and stuff like that. And he found a bunch of, like, when he was a kid, he would open and, get the toys out, but he would save the boxes.
Oh, yeah.
But all of them were, like, damaged and wet and stuff like that, and they're
Yeah.
no good. But he did find one that was it's Power of the Force Jabba with Han action figure. Like, the box is, like, this big, And the Jabba was still in it. The Han wasn't. And I'm like, oh man, it'd be so cool if we had the Han. He's like, well, I don't know, take it. You might have it, because I have a box of just like old loose figures. So I took it home that night. He gave it to me. I took it home that night. I found the original Han that goes in it. I put it back in the box.
Oh my gosh,
I put it up, sealed the box. Now it's in my collection.
that's awesome.
So that was a cool one.
It's interesting because with your collection, like, unless there's like a natural disaster or your house floods, like it's theoretically going to be okay for a long time.
As long as I don't like store the boxes in the sun or something, they get yellowed.
The
But
bleached
yeah.
and everything. Yeah,
But like with my collection, I play them.
Oh yeah, yeah,
So like I'm destroying them every time I play them.
yeah.
And like at what point will it just be something I can't play anymore? So it's
yeah.
Gotcha.
kind of sad to think about. I've depressed myself.
Just be careful.
Yeah.
Right?
Depressed me just thinking about it.
That's a good question.
I was
Good
like
question.
Pandemic Legacy the first time we played it.
Yeah, right.
I hate ripping up cards.
Gorgon Fish, would you rather live in the Marvel universe or DC universe?
Marvel.
Marvel.
It's just I have a lot more of my favorite characters than that.
Plus,
I don't know.
like, there's just so many people in the DC universe that just die.
There's quite a few in Marvel as well.
Marvel,
Yeah.
like half of everything
But they
died.
fixed it.
Maybe Marvel, because there's more of a chance to get into power because you could be a mutant.
It's true. That as well.
Like you're just a regular person living in this world.
Unless you get, like,
right?
a
I
shit
wouldn't want to be
power.
a shitty mutant though.
Yeah, like the Blob.
I would rather be
Hey,
a
Bob,
shitty
or
raven.
or Raven.
Okay, like the Porcupine guy. That
I
wasn't
don't know.
great. That wasn't
Maybe-
great.
What if you turn a puddle?
He hugged someone.
Like the senator.
Like the fucking guy in The Witcher.
Yeah.
Speaking of The Witcher, Golly Jr., how is Eric liking The Witcher if he's watching it on his own time?
Yeah, I've watched 6 episodes or so. I mean, I've had.
Further than me.
Yeah, I
Damn
am.
it, don't
I am
spoil.
further. I won't spoil. No, I've been liking it. I feel like I need to rewatch 1 or 2 because like literally 1 and 2 because we kind of were watching it casually, and is when we just had the puppy and we had to sometimes have to get up and stuff, and I think I missed a couple things, but there's a couple episodes, man, they're fucking good.
So
And
fucking good.
It just gets
man.
better and better. So I haven't finished it yet. And it's been a lot of fun. On the flip side, though, me and Aaron have been trying to get ahead on Watchmen before the DC stuff comes back, and that shit is good. We did a day where we watched 3 in a row, and all 3 were so good in
Yeah.
different ways. And I was like, dude, this show fucking rocks.
It's really good. It's
Yeah.
a great show.
Yeah.
Great.
From Al Hussein, what is the most improved show you're currently watching?
Walking
Most
Dead.
improved. Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah, that's
Because Walking Dead was great, and then it wasn't great, and then it sucked, and now it's great again.
Yeah.
Inhumans.
What?
Yeah, they stopped it.
They stopped doing it. It's not a negative net effect. Most improved.
Iron Fist was. For
Yeah,
me. I think
yeah,
Iron Fist
you're
season
right.
1 was not that great, but going into season 2, like it got much better, and I really enjoyed Iron
Question
Fist
is
season
currently
2.
watching, but
Yeah.
I don't really know about a currently
take
watching
it.
show, you know.
Black Sails definitely improved through all the series.
See, I'm trying to think of something that I actively didn't like and then got better.
Code
Because
Geass.
Black Sails I just liked, and then I liked more.
Didn't you not like Code Geass originally? You liked
no,
it better by the end? or
I
no?
actually, I think I liked Code Geass less. as we went on.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, that was the one that wasn't for me, I don't think.
Walking Dead is good again. Yeah,
It is. Oh.
I said Dexter got better as it went on, but it didn't start out as
But it wasn't like you
terrible.
disliked it in the
Yeah.
beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a whole lot. My one thing would probably be Iron Fist because like it just wasn't as good.
Yeah.
Like,
just say
compared to the other Netflix shows that we were watching.
Arrow
Yeah.
improved a lot this season. I mean, not that it was bad, but like season 4 and 5 weren't great. But I was still like, still genuinely enjoyed them.
Wasn't
you know?
5 great?
No, I'm sorry, 3 and 4.
Okay.
1, 2, great. 3, all right. 4 wasn't my thing. 5, awesome. 6, not as awesome, but still good this season. Fuck, great.
Torres, are you guys going to watch the new Code Geass movie when the dub comes out? There's actually a trailer of the dub on YouTube.
A new.
I mean, I wouldn't
what is it?
The new Code Geass movie.
I wouldn't say no, but I've heard that it's like just a retelling / complete different continuity.
Don't know what the new one is,
Hmm.
if it's different or not.
Okay.
But
I think the movies are their own thing.
they retell the story, and from what I understand, like 90% of it is the same.
Yeah.
But there's 10%
Big
that isn't.
differences. Yeah.
Wasn't it the manga or something? Like they did the movies after the manga finished?
No,
Or something like that?
No, Code Geass is a series that wasn't based on a manga.
Yeah.
It's one of the rare
that's-
ones.
Okay.
No, I mean Full Metal Alchemist got to a point, and then it finished on its own, and then the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood just did all the manga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Scottish Michael. Will we see the outstanding shows reacted to? Legion / AG,
American Gods.
as well as the new stuff coming out.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe. I know it was American Gods we had issues with, right?
I think almost all of them got pulled down. I
Okay.
can't watch
Yeah,
it.
they're all on the
and
website
And that
now.
show was so fucking epic.
You
That
know,
was
like
Stars, right?
Shannara Chronicles thing we put out 1 and 2, and then it like
Well,
got blocked and stuff,
yeah.
and then we didn't continue that. Like sometimes it's hard to get some of those. Maybe with the website now,
Yeah.
it might be a little easier, but that's kind of why we didn't do the next season of American Gods. We were like
Mhm.
everything just went down. We couldn't keep it up.
Yeah.
And,
And there
I've
was
only
a
had that
little bit of
problem once before.
animosity, just being like, God damn it. And they wouldn't even like work with us at all either. They were just like, nope, not. You know, they would deny everything.
Yeah.
It's like, no. And I was like, all right, well, I'm not going to put that much effort into it then, you know?
Yeah.
So I probably still have that bias, even though I like the show. And I haven't watched the next season just because, well, what if we do? But it's just one of those things where, like, when you have room in your schedule, what do you put in, And sometimes something goes by the wayside, Nothing against it. And I'm not saying we would never do it.
No.
But it's one of those things like, well, when we have time, and unfortunately we just never have time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Legion just kind of fell. Like we didn't have time when season 2 came back, and then
Yeah.
season 2 ended, and then we just never went back to it, and then season
Mhm.
3 came, and we just still never had
Yeah.
a chance to go back to it. It was pretty good though. I liked that
Oh,
show.
no, I really liked it.
It was really interesting, like mind bending,
I hope
But-
we get to pick up Ruby again at some point.
Yeah, we need to get into
Ruby.
Ruby.
and I can't wait for Westworld to come back,
That's going to be great.
especially after having finished Breaking Bad.
Because Aaron Paul's going to be in it.
Yeah, Aaron Paul.
Chazzy Black Onyx, if you could visit any country, where would you visit?
Hmm.
I'd like to go somewhere with like a awesome beach.
Hawaii.
Huh?
But beaches are outside.
Well, yeah, that's fine. Rick, you're not gonna travel. You just stay in a room, play board games. You do that anywhere. I don't know. I've never been. I've been to a beach, but I've never been to like. You go to the beach, you throw down a towel, and you lay in the sand.
Really?
I've never done that.
Yeah.
Really?
Ever. Anywhere.
The
Really?
best beach I've ever been to, if not
That's
for
funny.
Hawaii. Hawaii was great, but it was only great because me and Jancy like went to the beach like at 8 a.m. when there was no one there. It was still warm and stuff. It was amazing because it felt like private. But other than that, there was a place in South Carolina called Emerald Isle. That was probably the best beach I've ever been to. It was a bunch of like private houses and private beaches, and like my family and like 3 other families got one house.
It's funny
so
that
we
you
could
would.
afford it.
It's funny that you would say that you want to go to some place like that, because I also wanted to go to a place like that.
Yeah, and you
Calvin,
denied
we
them.
were driving 16 hours back home. We couldn't enjoy the beach. There's no point in going.
I was driving 16 hours back.
I offered multiple times to drive.
Oh, it's so
You
funny.
like driving. You
Hey, I voted that we should have went to the beach. So
I wanted to go home.
how much time sitting at the beach? But
I just wanted to see the ocean.
Sure.
Yeah, I remember the first time I saw the ocean. I was 18.
I think we
It
drove
was
by it.
Pretty incredible.
We-
It was right at dusk.
Like 80 miles away.
yeah, it was over there.
I didn't get to see the ocean. That's what I wanted.
But like, go ahead, Shane.
No, I was just gonna say, like, I would love to go to the Philippines. Obviously,
Mhm.
I think Greece would be great. a couple countries in Europe. Yeah, I've always want to go to, but yeah.
New Zealand would be cool.
New
I've
Zealand
always
would be
wanted to go
cool.
to Scotland.
Yeah.
There's a place I
And
looked up
see
one time
Middle
where
Earth.
like I feel like it's over towards like Asia area or something like that, but it's like along the coast, and the water was like so clear. It was
Yeah.
like just you could see straight down through. It looked like you would just fall and
Yeah.
die or something. You know, like
Yeah.
it looks scary almost.
Like the water
Yeah.
wasn't even there.
I'll never forget
Yeah.
when I was in Fiji. I just how crystal clear the water was. The sands were white, and then just all these kids from this fishing village were out playing, riding horses everywhere. And then every morning the tide is down, and you can walk out probably 1,800 kilometers out there, and it's like waist deep. And you can-
1,800 kilometers.
yeah, I mean meters. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, meters. My bad. And then
you walk out there 1,800. That'd be
You know
It's
what I
going to
mean?
take you more than a day.
I know, but then like eventually the water rises. But when you're walking out there, everything is like, I mean, it's like I can't describe it. It's so crystal clear, but there's also these caves that you can just fall into. But like these kids who are like 5 or 6 years old, they go out and they swim in these caves. And they all connect together. And I saw this little 7-year-old. His name was Jimbo. Now he was 8 years old, and he caught these 3 fish in the time span that I was out there, which was like a couple hours. He dragged them on the beach. He was like biting them, ripping their spines out. He's like, I kill fish like my father. I was like, shit. These kids are really bad at it. I can't do shit, man.
Oh,
But it was
God.
absolutely
Underwater
it was-
tunnels. Ugh.
Yeah. When I was there, I met these Australians, and they're like, yeah, and they were telling me just like they have a couple beaches that as nice as this over there, but this was like their favorite, and it's only a couple hour flight for them. So it's basically like they're Hawaii kind of.
Gold Coast, right?
It's gorgeous, yeah.
There are a million like historical sites I want to see in Europe, but I also really want to go to Japan someday.
Japan
I'd
would
love
be
to
cool.
go to Japan and watch a sumo match.
Yeah.
I feel like as blind we need to
What
go
do you
there
make
at some
that
point.
happen?
sumo match, huh?
Jancy's parents visit Japan often.
Yeah,
We'll tag along.
Tag along with them.
Give us some.
Yeah.
Just bring us with you.
because I've gotten super into sumo the last
Yeah.
like 3 to 4 months.
When we go over and visit Akasan. You wanted us to come over, like, hey, you guys just come over and do Crisis Part 2 with me. Here. It's like, well, we got some, I don't know, man.
Camposteria. When can we expect the best of 2019? No pressure, since I know it takes time. Just curious.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully soon. I guess I need to get Top Screen on that.
Yeah.
So say, are
Top
we
Screen's-
doing that?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, we should. I mean, Top Screen has been the one that has done it for us the last 3 years now, I think. It's actually why we hired him as an editor, because he just started doing that kind of stuff. And it was awesome.
Great kid.
Yeah, I'll have to get on Top Screen and ask about if that's something he's interested in. But we got to also make sure if, throughout the year, if you find something that you think is especially like, oh, I really like this part and this should be in the Best of Blind Wave, we do have a channel at Discord that you can go and actually link that. And that's what Top Screen has been using the last couple of years to go and find the best moments. So
Just make sure you put the timestamps in.
yeah, put the timestamps in
Yeah.
of the video. So link the video, put the timestamps in. But if you have a moment that you think is especially like, "Mwah, I love that part of Blind Wave,
Yeah.
then that's a good bet of getting that in the video.
When was the Star Wars Holiday Special? It was 2019, wasn't it?
It was
Yeah.
on
Yes,
Patreon
it was on
last
early
week.
access of last
2019.
week, so I would allow it.
I don't know.
It was for Christmas.
Could you imagine though if that's like the best of Blind Wave 2020?
Comes back to haunt us.
High Five Jesus. Are there any show/questions you guys? Are there any show/questions you guys watch off camera or on your own time?
Oh, shows I watch. I mean, I'm watching Witcher on my own time. I've been watching a show called Bull. With Jancy. Bull. Yeah, it's about crime science or not. I'm sorry, trial science. Like it's like reading juries and like selecting ways to go about a trial based on the juries and what they're predisposed on to believing. It's really interesting. But I've been watching Bull. That's a good one. Not really a reaction show though, so I feel pretty comfortable watching it.
Last year, I finished Friends.
Yep.
Before the new year.
Now I
because
can do all my
it's-
Friends references
It's off
with somebody.
Netflix now.
Yeah. I don't know how many times I've had Friends references pop into my head throughout our Blind Wave career. I've never done it because no one's watched it. Now finally I can do it.
I'm on the last season of Person of Interest. I've been watching through that.
Well, what do you think?
I mean, it's pretty good. I stopped to watch Friends because I was watching that and then I
Really?
stopped it
Yeah.
to watch Friends, and I'm glad I did. But no, it's pretty good. I got a little confused at a point, and I'm like, wait, what? And I kind of stopped watching then. because I took a break to watch Friends and I came back to watch it again and I was like, I don't know what's going on, so I left again and I came back and kind of refreshed myself.
Really?
So, and then like the toys that made us and the movies that made us and stuff like that I watch. Me and Melanie might watch Masked Singer and Last Man Standing and stuff like that.
Okay.
She really enjoys the Masked Singer stuff.
Cool.
Her and I both like music, and then she's always
Yeah.
It's weird because like we'll try to guess who people are, and she has different knowledge of people than I do.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I'll be like, oh, it's this person. She goes, who? I'm like, well, they're they're in this movie and they do this and da da da. And she'll be like, oh, it's this person. I'm like, who? And she goes, oh, they're an ice figure skater and they do this and that. I'm like, oh, I don't know.
That's funny.
Stuff like that. So sometimes we're right, sometimes we're wrong, but it's fun that we have different like knowledge bases on things that we try to guess on. So
And he is saying Friends, not Fringe.
Yeah.
He's not allowed to watch Fringe.
yeah, I watched Fringe. It was really fun.
No.
Do you know
what you're saying?
Joey's one of my favorites on that.
There is a joke.
The only thing
I also just watch movies too. I just watched Big Hero 6 for the first time this week.
I haven't seen it.
Which that's dangerous to do too now because we're doing
guess so.
reactions and
I guess
stuff.
so.
Yeah.
Melanie saw the Birds of Prey trailer last night and was like, "We're watching that together. If you watch it without me, I'm gonna cut off your balls." And I was like, "Well, it might help."
save you some money. I'm watching One Piece on my own. I'm in the 90s.
That's why we're not doing. That's why we chose Naruto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's not why.
Yeah, Rick's reason we're not doing it.
No.
I'm going through.
No.
I'm going through Stargate with Carmen, and she's
cool.
taking me through Supernatural.
SG1.
Yeah, SG1.
What season Supernatural on?
Season 7. Yeah,
Okay. Nice.
just starting season 7, I think.
And yeah, I did see the Stan Lee cameo in Big Hero 6. Someone asked.
Oh yeah.
And then there's a television show that Stan Lee actually voices that character in it.
I was thinking about, and this is because of the toys that made us. So I was thinking about seeing if Melanie has ever watched and if she would want to watch Star Trek.
Yeah?
Yeah, there's the toys that made us do some stuff, and I was like, I always wanted to watch.
Like the OG series?
Wow, I don't know about that. I always wanted to watch Picard.
They're classics.
Yeah.
I always
is
wanted to go
awesome,
through and
dude.
watch that, and watching some of the stuff, I'm like, man, I never did watch that. Like, I loved what I saw of Riker. I think is his name. How he always steps over the chairs and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like there's just some different things that I was like, maybe I'll watch that. Like those movies apparently were pretty good.
Yeah.
Like the earlier movies, like people liked, but they kind of didn't do too well.
The even movies.
And then
are good.
that's what I've heard too. That's actually what they say is that like
Yeah.
in the toys that made us, they're like, the first movie did
True
terrible
stream.
and they didn't have toys. Or they had toys and the toys didn't sell because the movie was terrible. And then the second movie came out and the movie was really good and everyone loved it. And they didn't have toys because they didn't want to spend the money to make the toys,
Jeff Knapp.
Jeff Knapp, thank you. Yes, Aaron.
So
Love
it was
that.
just, I was like, after watching some of the stuff, I was like, man, maybe I'll watch that at some point because I've never really watched
So
Star
like the
Trek.
next generation.
I could send
Yeah,
you
maybe.
Doesn't Picard come out like soonish?
soon.
I wonder if that's gonna
Yeah.
be
But
something.
I really like
that
Patrick.
You guys could do.
I really like Patrick Stewart.
Because me and Aaron can't do it.
Who's which one is it? I'm trying to remember which guy it was. The guy that plays the guy with the glasses.
Read Rainbow.
Is it Reading
Oh,
Rainbow?
yeah.
I was trying to think. I was like,
Jordy.
I was trying to remember which one it
Butterfly in the
was
sky.
because there's the guy that's plays Trevette in Walker Texas Ranger. I was thinking about him.
Alex
Because he was not Trebek.
Oh.
Trevette. And like he plays something somewhere else. And I can't think of what it was.
Gotcha.
And then I was like, or the Reading Rainbow guy. He plays something somewhere too. Maybe it's him. I couldn't remember who it was.
Yeah.
But he looked cool. I like Data.
If you are interested, I can send you a list of episodes you should watch if you don't want to watch.
You know, a
all
list
them.
of episodes.
Well, I mean, there's some pretty bad ones.
Well, I mean that goes. I don't
it is-
skip things.
It
Rick.
is dated, but
I would watch it and be like, oh, okay, here's the story. These ones may not be my favorites, but that's
Sure.
the story. I mean,
Okay.
it's not like you in the prequels.
Well,
I don't pick and choose my favorites.
Despite what Aaron's saying, we will be skipping filler of Naruto.
yeah,
Yeah.
I was just going to bring that up.
That wasn't on my vote though.
I know.
Aaron definitely walks to work. He doesn't skip to work.
Just a skip.
So
Wait, no. One more time after that joke.
Chazzy Black Onyx. Did you know that they are still going through with the new Mutants movie?
Yeah, there's a trailer that dropped that I was like, we should do this. And then we got fucking busy as hell. And we haven't.
and we had a lot of things come up this week that we were like,
Yeah.
oh, gotta do this, and now we're behind on this, so we gotta do these.
What mutants?
New Mutants. It's
Oh,
it's
New
like
Mutants.
New
Okay,
Mutants.
got
Yeah.
it. I was like
It's been in like it's been like an editing hell for like 3 years or something, right? Because we did a trailer for that long time ago, and then Disney bought Fox, and I don't know what the hell's going on with it.
Well, I thought Dark Phoenix was going to be the last of the X-Men Fox movies.
Thank you,
you know?
Yeah, so there is a trailer for that, and I think a trailer of something else dropped today too that we need to do.
Shane, will you please bring
Birds of
plates
Prey.
as well?
We have
Birds of
plates.
Prey, yeah, Birds of Prey. Also
Oh
dropped.
yeah, we do have plates
He meant cups.
and napkins.
We have.
I have a cup for me.
I meant napkins because I didn't see the napkins, but
Chesky Black Onyx also asked, now that Marvel owns the rights to X-Men and Hulk, do you want to see a Hulk versus Wolverine movie? I've seen the animated one.
Oh, why not? Yeah, one of the first comics I ever owned was a Hulk versus Wolverine comic book.
Jesus, Eric. That looks like a 20-ounce.
I answered that one.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can accept that one. No, Hulk versus Wolverine could be cool. I'm not against it.
Who plays Wolverine?
Hugh Jackman. What do you mean? And Mark Ruffalo. That's who you
They're
get.
gonna reboot it, man.
No.
It's gonna
Yeah,
get
they
It's
done.
gonna be hard to replace Hugh Jackman in my eyes.
I know it will be hard, but they're gonna do it.
Let's see. If you were gonna put someone else to be Wolverine, I mean, I probably wouldn't have picked Hugh Jackman to have been Wolverine.
I love Hugh
He's
Jackman.
great.
in the
Hugh
first
Jackman,
He's
it's
too tall.
amazing.
You know, so
He's great. He's too tall.
Yeah, he
who
is
to
too tall.
pick now? And you got to pick someone. You're gonna have to pick someone kind of young, probably, so they can be Wolverine for years to come. You know,
Agreed.
like you don't want to pick someone older. But who do you pick now?
Daniel Radcliffe. Someone said
Daniel Radcliffe.
Daniel
You know what?
Radcliffe,
That
he
wouldn't be
put his
too
name
bad.
in a hat.
that wouldn't be too bad. Get him roll jacked.
Yeah.
Man, I can't picture, but maybe you could do that.
His face
Oscar Isaac.
I don't know. I feel like he's
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Kit Harington.
older now.
Kit Harington, maybe, but I don't know if he's. You need
I
honestly.
can't see him saying bub.
Honestly,
No,
you need someone.
I can't see him saying that either.
Bob.
Shane, why did you get yourself a plate and then serve your food on the stack of plates?
Give me this.
I can easily do this, Calvin.
There we go.
They gotta be Canadian too.
They do.
Yeah.
Ryan
They
Reynolds.
have to be Canadian.
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds can't play.
He can't play
He's
opposite
Deadpool.
himself.
Oh man.
Although that would be interesting, him reprising his role as Deadpool and then also taking over the opposing character spot as
But yeah,
well.
I don't know. I have to think about it. Maybe figure
okay.
out. I always love like trying to figure out who would be good for this or that. I still think Brett Dalton would be the great Nathan Drake.
He would.
Great.
Great. Hell of a thing.
It'd be a hell of a thing.
Checkmate. What is the favorite anime each of you guys have watched for Blind Wave?
So many.
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, probably.
That jumps to mind. Death Note jumps to mind.
Death Note.
My Hero jumps to mind.
Mob
Bebop.
Psycho.
I love-
Psycho jumps to mind.
You know,
Cowboy Bebop.
most of our animes have all been
Some
really
amazing.
good animes. Like there hasn't really been any that we're like, man, why the hell we watch this? Like I really like Code Geass. I really like Death Note. I really liked FMAB. FMAB was probably like the first. Was that the first one we reacted to? Like anime. What was our first anime? Was it FMAB?
One Punch Man?
Eric and I have been on Dragon Ball from the
I
beginning.
guess One Punch
Yeah.
Man. Yeah.
Was One
I'm just
Punch
trying to
Man
think-
first?
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, Full Metal.
I
It's
think
like
Full Metal was first, wasn't it?
Maybe.
Full Metal is so good, and
Full
it's
Metal
a few,
came out
I
before.
mean,
One
of
Punch,
course,
but-
Attack on
Well,
Titan
yeah,
is
but we
amazing
didn't-
too.
yeah, just a few. You know,
I mean, honestly, like, I don't have like a favorite. I just have one I didn't like, which was Code Geass.
Look,
Man, I
look
like
at the
I like Code Geass a
thickness.
good bit.
The ending Code Geass.
Look at the thickness of this pepperoni. And it's half a pepperoni, but look how thick it is.
Holy shit.
let me see. That's a thick pepperoni.
Drew.
That's great, Calvin.
Yeah.
I'm happy for you.
Good job.
Me
Did you-
too. I'm happy for me too.
Did you all see the Pokemon Direct today?
No. that didn't come
Oh, was
out.
that today?
Was there anything good?
Dang it.
Let's watch it now.
I forgot
Said
about
that
it.
2 days ago, Aaron.
Well, yeah, but you didn't say today. You were like, hey, or yesterday. You know, yesterday it's tomorrow morning. I'd have been here doing that first thing. I did not see it yet.
Too late.
None of us have seen it.
Like earlier today, Shane's like, oh, some kind of Pokemon announcement. And I was like, oh man, that's weird. You figured they'd announce that in the Pokemon Direct. That's what I went through my head.
They did.
They must
yeah,
have.
yeah, they did. I just.
So whose fault is that? You didn't make the connection.
I didn't think. I thought it was later. So no, we haven't. I need to check that out. Whatever it is. Don't look it up, Rick. What are you doing?
I'm looking to see how long it is.
Oh, the Pokemon Direct. Jesus, I'm like, no, I see.
It's like 20
Just
minutes.
stop looking.
20 minutes.
Yeah.
Man, I'll do that after work.
You're
That
looking
thing-
right at the screen and like, don't show me.
I always love a good direct when they're like, there's a Japanese guy. It's like, please watch this. And I'm like, I will, man.
FMAB for me, probably. I mean, just from beginning to end, the characters and just the story of the brothers.
Mm-hmm.
just was unbelievable. And it's not like insanely long.
My
It's
Hero.
a good anime to recommend.
Yeah, My Hero has such amazing.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Emotional moments.
Yeah.
And another favorite is definitely Attack on Titan, just the mysteries. Although, like, the horrific stuff, like, literally disturbs me. Like, I could do without some of that stuff. But
And then there's just-
the mystery's great.
Yeah, but there's also high highs of Dragon Ball Super. I
Oh,
mean, it's
yeah.
not always high highs.
Well, I
but
wasn't
when it
counting
gets-
Dragon Ball because I'm
when
just going to say that's my favorite.
Yeah, I know.
One thing I gotta say though
you
too.
know what I mean? I don't count Dragon Ball because it's like Super Smash Brothers
I
to me.
agree.
Yeah. I gotta say that even though we didn't like Abridged, Sword Art Online has been one of my favorites because it was the first one I watched that like made me kind of interested in anime.
Yeah.
Like, I watched that before we did Blind Wave.
That was
I was
my
like-
first anime as
Yeah,
well.
I guess it's pretty cool. I mean,
I think it's
in-
because you recommended it to me.
Yeah, and I liked it. I liked it a lot. I mean, I guess I can't say first anime if you're counting like Pokemon and Digimon and stuff like that because I watched some of
Cowboy
that stuff.
Bebop?
You know. Well,
yeah.
I mean, I
We
watched an episode of Cowboy Bebop or two
We
or
said that
whatever.
earlier, but yeah.
No, I meant like, yeah, I tried to expose him back in the day with Cowboy Bebop.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I don't know what that. I don't know how I thought there was like there's 4 episodes. One I remember was a dog running around. I remember something about mushrooms. Like those are all the things that I remember like remembering from back whenever you tried to introduce me before. I have no idea what it was, but you did get. I
It
didn't remember
wasn't as
watching.
good. It wasn't as good as it was when he watched it this time.
Maybe
It
he
was
was
definitely
trying to-
much better this time.
Yeah, you
Maybe
changed it.
Maybe he was conducting some kind of experiment on you. You
I
ever
don't know.
consider that?
I don't
He was
know.
like experimenting with the
It's hard to tell.
episode order.
Apparently, he was experimenting with different ways of torturing me my whole life.
Yeah.
Torture. It was best for you.
That's just called friendship.
Barboat. Any GDQ speedruns that you've enjoyed? If you had to speedrun a game, which would you attempt? I love any speedrun done by PJ DeCesar. All of his speedruns are
Was
amazing.
he doing anything at GDQ?
I'm not sure. I haven't looked yet because I'm afraid if I start watching, I will do nothing else.
My favorite speedruns to watch are the guys who do the custom Mario ROM hacks. Like the ones that are like, Mario Hell and Grand Poo World or whatever they're called and stuff like that.
Not tonight, but I think tomorrow night is a Mario Maker 2 like speed run thing,
Really?
which I don't know exactly what that entails, but it looked really cool.
Yeah.
Or sounded really cool because Mario Maker. Last night I was watching and I didn't get to finish it. It was Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, 100% no source. And I was like,
what?
I don't know what the hell that means. So I looked it up, and what it basically means is that he has to 100% get all the items. So, like, he has to collect everything in the game. It doesn't mean that he has to do it without glitches.
Yeah.
So in some scenarios, they're like rewriting the game, like with like what memory it has to
Okay.
rewrite stuff. So he's like pausing, moving menu things,
Yeah.
selecting items, throwing certain items, dropping a bomb, dropping some bugs, picking
Yep.
some bugs up, doing all this stuff, in order to trick like a chest into thinking it has this in it,
Yeah.
Sure.
and then he gets that item. So like in 30 minutes, he was Adult Link,
Yeah.
running around, transporting different places, going into the Shadow Temple, leaving the Shadow Temple. Then he teleports back using the Master Sword back into Young Link.
Yeah.
Then going to the Deku Tree when he's already been, like, he
Yep.
hadn't even been there yet.
Yeah.
Like all this stuff,
There's
it was
crazy
crazy. So
ones.
like, and I started 30 minutes into it, so I need to watch and see how that one
Yep.
played out. But they were running Resident Evil 4 earlier today. I really wanted to see that. There was a Donkey Kong Country 3, 100%.
Okay.
Actually,
is that
100
going on right now?
Yeah.
Awesome Games
Yeah.
Link Quick?
Going on right
damn,
Yeah,
I love that.
there's actually a Donkey Kong Country 3 103%.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the hell does that mean?
Yeah.
So I might go back and watch some of that. I usually end up missing a lot through the week because of work. But I
Yeah.
go back and try to watch VODs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another part of the question was, what games would you like to speedrun? I don't actually watch, I don't know any guys' names who do it. The stuff I like to watch is normally platform stuff like Mario. So for me, I would like to do probably Super Mario World. But because it doesn't get a lot of love, even though there's like a few dedicated people who do it, Donkey Kong Country, Super Nintendo, 1 or 2. Yeah. That would be fun to
Donkey Kong
speedrun.
Country gets a lot of love.
Yeah. It does.
I mean, I just see
You want
much more
something that get a lot
exposure.
of love, like
with Mario,
Speedrun Low G-Man.
Mario, I see so much more, I guess,
Yeah, I mean, they have like the Mario Hell Worlds and stuff, and they don't have like the hacked Donkey Kong Country levels that I've seen, But
Yeah.
I mean, Donkey Kong Country is high on the speedrun lists, I think. My top 2 has probably been either Contra Shattered Soldier, which I think would be fun to like do a 2-player co-op speedrun. Maybe 1 player, but that'd be harder, in my opinion. Maybe not. Or some Metal Gear Solid series game. There was
Yeah.
an MGS3 speedrun they did on like European Extreme. I was like, Jesus, how do you do that? I don't even know if I can beat it normally, but They're so good.
My list, and I've actually done a little casual speedrunning of TMNT 3 for the NES. So that's one. MGS 2 would be the Metal Gear I would do, just because I played it so much as a kid.
Well, we spent a lot of time on that one. That's when we were wanting to do like walkthroughs and reviews and stuff. So like, either I was playing it, or I was watching you play it, or I was watching a tape that you recorded of you playing it.
Resident Evil 4 would be one as well, and maybe like Low G Man, because it's a game not a lot of people know. It's one of my favorite games for the NES. I'd love to show that one some love. All right. Except
Any of you two? Anything?
No.
all right.
I was just, my mind just wandered to, there's a thing I did when I was a kid, when I was recording myself on a VHS player playing Ocarina of Time, and I was role-playing it as if if Link was a real person, this is the way he would do things, you know? And I made like a Ocarina of Time movie.
What?
Yeah, I just remembered that. It was really weird. So I had a VHS of like 8 hours, or like, you know, like part 1, part 2, like 8 hours of me playing Ocarina of Time. But like, as if it was real.
If you were gonna
Like, well, Link would walk here. He wouldn't run. So I'm walking through shit.
Sure. It's like you're playing in Grand Theft Auto and following all the traffic laws.
Exactly.
If you were to speedrun a Zelda game, which one would you choose?
Maybe like A Link to the Past. I don't know. Maybe Majora's Mask would be fun, I think. Yeah, because that's a speed run in itself, 3 days. But Majora's Mask is also a great one.
All right. Is Modio favorite food? Bread for me. Just bread. And my grandma wanted noodles. There's nothing better than a good dinner roll.
Pasta.
Yeah, I do like pasta, but I never
Jason
did
made
it.
pasta for me last night. It's so good, and I was gonna bring some for lunch. I forgot it, and I was bad all day.
Eric, you know what that means? You now have to give me your pasta.
No, thank you. Nope.
Melanie and like none of the kids like pasta.
I thought
Really?
you said Colson does now.
Well, I don't know. They're so picky. We had SpaghettiOs. It was only me and Leon that wanted them. No one else wanted
I
SpaghettiOs.
fucking love spaghetti. That's my favorite guilty pleasure food. Is SpaghettiOs or ramen?
I thought it was that weird ass pizza.
Little Caesars?
No,
Oh, Chef Boyardee.
yeah.
Oh, I mean, I love that. Absolutely, it's like might be one of my favorite pizzas.
When's the last time you had it?
Actually, Thanksgiving, there's some in the fridge. That's how I just fucking ate like 2 or 3. It was like in plastic wrap. My dad, he makes it. He puts jalapenos and stuff on it too.
Cool.
And when he called me on the way home. Shane, did you eat my pizza?
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know. The kids are in the fridge. He's like, God damn it, you gotta watch your kids.
You playing on the kids?
Yeah.
So that one time you set your kids up whenever you ate the candy or something?
Yeah, Joy had those Lin's, like this chocolate, like truffles, and she loves them. I knew it was gonna be bad, and the kids were real young, so I just took the box and put it on the floor in the room, took all the wrappers and put it everywhere to make it look like they just went wild. Like, Dad, Mom, it wasn't us, we promise. And she, you guys always get my candy. I'm like in the next room, and just felt nothing. But my favorite food is probably chicken adobo.
Yeah.
The way my mom makes it, chicken adobo for sure. And one of my best friend's grandma growing up, she cooked like really good beef and noodles. Yeah, that was awesome. And she also made dumplings and chicken broth, and she just bought like the cupcake mix and just put it in boiling water with the chicken like paste, and it just sewed on the plate on top of noodles. It was just so fucking good. Yeah.
My answer is going to be sad, but it used to be like hash brown casserole, but it was only the way my mom made it. And every time I've had it since, or they tried to follow her recipe, they can't get it right.
Yeah.
So I'll never have it again.
It's like the
That sucks, man.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry.
it's like the woman in Dexter searching for the perfect key lime pie.
Yeah. I know exactly what we were talking about with that one.
No, just eat it. It's okay.
Well, Calvin, jump the gun.
Jump the gun. What?
No, I'm just kidding.
He had two. You've had, is it 3?
This is 3 now, baby.
That's 3.
Yeah. I had 1. And I was like, well, maybe Rick wants 1.
You want one, Rick?
No, I'm okay.
Okay.
And I was like,
You
well, okay, I'll take
pig.
it. That'd be 2. And I reached for it, and Shane took it from in front of me as I was reaching.
Well, I pointed at it. I was like, are you going to eat that?
Why'd you think I was reaching?
Oh, I thought you were reaching for that. I was like,
I was like,
Clearly reaching for
no, I
this.
swear to God on my kids' lives, I thought you were reaching for that.
I was like, oh, okay. And he took it. I'm like, oh, okay. This is. But yeah. No, I
I really love ramen right now. I'm in a ramen kick. That's my favorite food.
Yeah,
Well,
like
if I can get it.
I don't
like
know.
I love ramen. Like growing up, like I had ramen and 2 hot dogs with mustard, ketchup, and mayonnaise, like 3 or 4 times a week. Like that was like the food I ate.
But like real ramen.
I
I
mean-
love that too. But like,
Yeah, but I don't.
like a
I don't go
prepared
around
ramen.
here and
No, I get you.
and eat it. There's
I
no place
understand.
around here.
I understand.
I mean, like at the
Over
there's-
to Eric's.
Have you guys been making authentic ramen over
Not
there?
yet.
Okay.
But we-
Okay.
yeah.
M.A. Brooks, what do you guys think about the J.J. State Star Wars cut?
Oh, okay.
The
So,
JJ Star Wars
The
cut.
JJ Star Wars cut. So much like Zack Snyder, which I think is an absolutely real thing, there's this rumor from a Reddit post that Disney did all these things and JJ wasn't able to put all the stuff that he wanted in there. And I think that the truth of the matter is somewhere in between. Like it definitely exists and it doesn't, But yeah, some people have gone very hard with it, and I just don't think that the truth is completely on the side of like there is one of those out there, So I'm definitely excited about the Snyder cut, and I think that's going to be a thing eventually in the next 5-10 years. We will see that, I would love that. The JJ thing, I don't believe as much without more actual proof from people that know what they're talking about.
I'm not super worried about it either, I guess.
Yeah.
Like with Batman v Superman, it felt long, kind of slow, like
Yeah, did you ever see the
I never saw
director's
it.
cut?
I never saw the director's
Yeah.
cut. So like
It was a lot better.
seeing the director's cut or seeing a Snyder cut of that, I feel like would be something that I would need.
Yeah.
Whereas like Star Wars, I still enjoyed Rise of Skywalker. You know, like, sure you can point out some problems here and there, but I have fun watching it, and I'm like not like wow, I need a different cut of this movie or anything.
Yeah, like because
The-
for me the characters, like
Yeah.
their story, it's still very clear.
Yeah.
I just like I would just enjoy more of it. Like if there's a longer cut that, because I thought it was kind of fast movie, even though in the second time I didn't feel that. Yeah, if there was just more of it to let it breathe and just more character stuff, I would love
Yeah.
it more.
There's just like I feel like the Disney JJ stuff. Like there's a lot of conspiracy theory to it because like they're saying like, oh yeah, they cut out a bunch of Force Ghost stuff because they wanted to kowtow to China that doesn't like to address death, And while that's true, fucking Luke was a Force Ghost in that movie for like a real long time, so that doesn't make any sense, So until someone actually comes, like Zack Snyder says, there's a Snyder cut, and I have it, and I want to do something with it. Until someone actually says that knows what they're talking about, and it's not just some like Reddit guy being like, my uncle heard,
Dominic McGonigal, whatever his name is, from
whatever
Lost.
it's gonna be, yeah.
Okay, next.
On the note of Star Wars, someone asked if we've seen Clone Wars.
Yeah.
And if we have, what our thoughts of it? We're going through it right now with Eric or with Rick and Calvin.
I think they meant the one that's
the
animated
Gindi.
strangely.
Like the first one.
The Gindi series.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah, and I believe they should react to that as well because we can do it in one sitting. It's basically like an hour.
You could watch it as like a short movie.
Yeah,
And-
and it's unbelievable.
It is very great.
Yeah,
Um,
George actually
the
said it was-
animation for it's really interesting too. I like some of the
I
choices
mean,
they made.
Rick would probably like it more than the actual Clone Wars, and you love the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
But it's in terms
Yeah.
of like the animation.
The animation is great.
done by the same guy that does Samurai Jack. It's pretty fucking
Samurai
awesome.
Jack's really good.
Yeah,
The animation, anyway.
I mean, for me, character moments much better though in Clone Wars.
No, of
Yeah,
course.
but like in terms of like the animation and just action, like definitely.
I mean,
definitely
the first season of it, you can't really go wrong in the 5 minutes it has per episode. you
No,
know?
yeah, you're right.
You ain't wasting time.
It's fucking. It's awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Icy Gengar, where does the Star Wars animated series fit into the saga chronological order? I want to watch it, but I don't want to skip vital info.
In the chronological order, I mean,
There's 3 different ones, right?
yeah. So you'd have Clone Wars that you need to watch between episodes 2 and 3.
Rebels.
Chronologically wise,
Rebels goes in between 3 and 4.
and then Resistance is between
Started
6 and
before
7.
started before 7.
Yeah. But if you're watching, just watch. You would watch the movies and then go watch Clone Wars and start from there. If you're watching it, like, what's the one that I should watch it in?
Film Sire, most anticipated game of 2020? Cyberpunk for me.
Obviously 7.
Still Cyberpunk.
Yeah,
but
Cyberpunk.
Damn close.
Does Breath of the
Yeah.
Wild 2 come out this year?
No,
Nope.
not as of right now. There's no date for it. It could
Should
come
watch
out.
a Nintendo Direct. It's probably in that or
It
something.
could come out this holiday,
Yeah.
possibly.
Yeah,
Well, if it was
maybe.
in that,
Pokemon
then
then people are going to tell us.
Yeah.
Avengers is coming out.
Yeah, The Last of Us 2 comes out this year.
Oh yeah, and I'm
too.
sure it's probably gonna be game of the year. I'm just saying
Avengers.
personally for me, Final Fantasy 7 is like a huge
Fucking
part of my life.
Lego Star Wars. I don't know why I'm real jazzed for that Lego game.
No,
It looked really
too.
good.
Lego Star Wars looked
For
really
me, it was
good.
like the shock of E3 because like
Well, because we got to go and see like an exclusive thing with it, and it was like, holy fuck, this thing looks
Yeah.
awesome.
And I've never really been like super interested in like Lego games before.
Yeah, and
Like I
I've
definitely
never-
see the attraction. I've never really
Yeah.
just gotten into them though.
I've
But that
honestly
one
never
actually
played
was
a Lego
attractive
game.
to me. Yeah.
I never played a Lego game that I
Star
haven't
Wars one?
enjoyed.
yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said you've never
No, I have.
played a Lego game.
Animal
Okay.
Crossing. Someone said that. Like I'm personally gonna love Animal Crossings.
Also, the newest Smash character.
Mm.
That's the thing. Best thing to do with Animal Crossings is just slow down.
Okay.
Let's do the next question there, Rick.
It's Billy the Kid has a long one.
Okay, Billy.
Will y'all help her brother and wife out and teach Joy some things about getting her own YouTube channel started? LOL. I gave her a checklist. Change support your life, homie. Wife, homie.
Yeah, we're getting her set up.
Everyone,
okay.
everyone tell your moms and loved ones in general that you really do in fact love and care about them. Hope everyone's 2020 is going well.
You
Oh,
can read
thank
the
you,
you can read
Billy.
the rest of that, Rick.
Thank you, Billy.
Have a picture of Shane pooping. Amuses me in these rough couple of weeks I've had.
Hmm.
Yeah, well, it's I don't care. I put on like
You
it's
know
just-
what?
It's a one of me and Eric. Like
Yeah.
I put on my Snap story. I don't care. It's just funny
Yeah.
because I looked and like someone screenshotted this shit. And it's Billy in like the health, like we have a health and fitness chat. He went, ha ha.
Well, because I walked in the bathroom once again, and you're there pooping. I'm like, damn it! I walked into Calvin the other day too. No one locks doors.
Well, what's funny?
Eric, I needed a shirt, and I just walked
Well,
in.
what's funny
you
is
need
like
to fucking knock.
my
You
door.
need to lock the door.
My door was closed and the light was on.
Yeah.
And then I realized this could be a good opportunity because they just ended the show and we're going to start a new show. So fucking Eric will walk back here, get a shirt.
I need to get a shirt.
So I opened the door crack and turned the light off. So Eric just pushed the door open and I was like staring at him. He's like, lock the door. Why? So yeah, and I just filmed it and put on my Snap story. It's like Blind Wave doesn't care.
Yeah.
You know what? I never lock the door and no one ever walks in on me.
That's because they
Well,
smell it
you
like
go to that
when they're like
weird
10 feet away
bathroom
from
that
it.
no one wants
I always go to
to.
that one.
Yeah, I don't like how much room there is until the sink. I just hate it.
All right.
Yeah.
Rapid fire.
Okay.
I don't think there's any way we're going to get through all these,
All
but
right, rapid fire. Let's do it.
Scottish
I can do it.
Michael, would Shane, Calvin, and Rick be interested in reacting to Picard when it comes out? I'm actually on the last season of Next Gen, so I need to finish
I'm on
it first.
the second to last season.
Yes.
And I would definitely be.
I would definitely be in.
I would be interested with them to do that.
Yeah.
Vogue 15, is there any idea when the Star Wars podcast will come out?
Sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't have an answer on that one.
R211, how do y'all feel about this season of MHA?
See the YouTube videos. We talk about it every video.
yeah.
Yeah, we
Yep.
talk about it in the reaction videos. That's the best way to get our.
It just had its best episode for me. So.
Anna, do you guys think you would or could do a podcast on book reviews since you have so many?
Not specifically book reviews, but we will do book reviews in podcasts that pertain to them, like Star Wars.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Star
there
Wars.
is plans on that
Something
kinda
we
stuff.
talked about. Yeah.
R2,
So, yes.
R2, since you guys have been talking about toilets, have y'all ever tried a Japanese one?
Nope.
No.
Oh, I would love to. They scorch in the butt.
That's just a bidet.
No.
They
but-
scorch in the butthole.
That's a
They,
bidet.
they do that.
Oh wait, is this the one that's just a hole then?
Well, it's
No.
really low to the ground.
Don't they have like just holes?
That's India.
What? Is it?
They do. You know they do.
They do.
Don't give me that what.
But that is also.
Asked and answered.
All right. If it squirts you in the butt, I would try.
You want to
No,
square the
if
butt,
it's-
I'll get a super soaker and we'll take care of it.
If it's a hole in the
America
ground,
still.
I'm okay.
If they're talking about one of the Japanese toilets that's like heated and it says hello to you and like it weighs how much you pooped and
Hello,
like tells
Calvin.
you how like caloric output of you pooping and
6
stuff.
pounds.
Like it,
6,000 calories.
like it tells you all kinds of stuff.
Victor,
Does it go? Nom 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 nom.
Victor, what is the piece
It
of
probably
media?
could if you programmed it.
Yes. What?
Victor, what is the piece of media, film, show, game, etc., that you connect with the most?
Damn it, Rick! You want to super go through
Video
this?
I feel like because it has agency, and
Yeah.
therefore I feel like I'm a part of it.
Yeah, video games, you can tell an amazing story and you can be a part of it, and it can be over 40, 50 hours, something just movies can't really do.
Not books.
Having a hobby is fantastic. Other than like some other stuff, kind of leaks into my job. But like the collecting of toys has been great because you get that like great feeling when you've walked in somewhere and you're like, I should just go check. Holy shit, I don't have this. Yes, you know that's a
Yeah.
great moment.
I would probably agree with Rick though on video games though.
Lucid Morphine, I would like to know where the Demon Slayer reactions. Patreon, we are behind because the Devil's behind.
Yep.
Yep. Since it's like pseudo live but not live.
Yep. They'll be in one on early access this Friday, so it'll come back next Friday on YouTube. Tomorrow.
The Metroid, anyone looking forward to DBZ Kakarot?
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to it. Maybe you would stream. Maybe someone will stream it, but I really like it.
Maybe, yeah. We played it at E3 too. It was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I played up to the Raditz.
We did. Zizzy, what would be your current job if Blind Wave did not exist?
I'd be a laborer, bro.
I'd probably be in retail, manager at something or another, most likely.
Probably would be doing some kind of like cameraman work, camera stuff, or visual effects or
I
something.
mean, that's true. We were doing that too.
Oh.
I'd be in
making
one of
board
those
games.
I'd be in one of those two roles probably.
I mean, something that I
You'd
could
be
have
doing.
done
You
around
work at the
here.
college.
Like I might have fit in like going around and doing like ESPN contracting or something, like filming.
I'd probably be doing either like oil field construction or law enforcement.
Or I'd have an action figure YouTube channel, and it would have been destroyed once that Kappa thing happened.
Coda Robin, do you guys like scented candles asking for a friend?
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, I'll smell them.
Yes and no.
Yeah,
I mean, I like scented candles, but there's also been some scented candles I do not.
I mean,
like.
if it's stinky,
My
No.
my favorite kind of candle is the DW Holmes warm tobacco pipe.
What?
It's the best scented candle ever.
you just need to smoke some pipe tobacco,
I much
man.
prefer an apparatus that sprays something rather than a burn that I have to blow out and then have smoke. Because
Just put
smoke
the
is
lid
the
on.
worst.
Put the lid on.
I do, but sometimes you lose the lid.
Oh,
and
I've
I
been-
just have to toss it
Well,
outside. I start a
sometimes
forest
you
fire.
lose the lid.
It's a heck of a thing.
You just toss the candle outside. I was like, I don't want this anymore. Make smoke.
Johan, since Eric mentioned Thrawn, Shane, did you notice that the wizard from the first episode of The Witcher is Thrawn's voice actor? He's also Mad Mikkelsen's brother.
Yep.
Yeah, I think Eric. Yeah, I thought we talked about it in the reaction, or
Yeah.
at least off camera.
No, we talked about it during a podcast, I think. Because I was there.
I think the first time I told you, I was like, it was after I had watched The Witcher. I'm like, that guy was right. And you're
Okay,
like, who?
yeah.
And I'm like, He's like, ah.
It might just
Yeah.
been off camera then.
It was
Yeah.
off camera, but yeah.
I knew that's pretty awesome for sure.
Peace. By peace.
Yeah, I did that so well the first time.
I
I
know.
can't do it again.
Nope.
And the last one, because I'm going to get into redemptions and
Okay.
stuff after this. Old School Boy 2K. Group streams are amazing. Would you consider doing more of those? Not necessarily with all of you involved, but things like Calvin Aaron playing through Siege or Shane and Rick playing through Gears of War was a lot of fun. Much love.
Yeah, that would be great. The thing about streams is, that aren't podcasts and the actual group stream is they all happen outside work hours, so it can be kind of hard to mess with the schedule.
It's just adding in more work hours and stuff. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it's possible that we might get something like that going on.
Yeah, Rick and I have talked about doing. I mean, I'm sure we will eventually do the fifth one. We just got to find time.
Yep.
So I'm sure. I imagine that might be the next thing for me, at least.
All right. Tintin Who has subscribed for 6 months. Woo!
Thank you, Tintin.
Thank you, Tintin.
Thank you.
The Full Bullpen for 4 months. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, full bullpen.
Thank you.
Starkid T with 11 months.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Kid.
Thank you.
Chosen
Wait a
One
minute.
Jason for 13.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Has
you.
a goofy face.
Jazz Eclipse for 5.
I don't do it again.
Jazz hands.
Yes.
Thank you.
It's my girlfriend. Asshole.
Thank you.
Trey Stallings has subscribed for the first time.
Oh, wow.
Yay,
Thank you.
Trey. Hope you're enjoying the
Trey.
content.
Agent J for 15 months.
Trey.
Cameron for 3 months.
Thank you,
Cameron.
Trey also gave 100 bits. You guys are the best.
You're the best.
Oh, you're the
Appreciate
Trey.
it.
Dang it, you stole my line.
I'm the
Inlesh-
best.
I said thank you.
Inlesh, 8 months. Thank you for all the great content. This is one of the first time I've been able to catch a stream live. Also wondering if you guys have any plans to do El Camino. Yes!
Yep.
Did it.
All 5 of us will be in it.
Wah.
Hajri, 2 months.
Thank you,
Thank
Hajri.
you, Ashri.
Thank you.
Skinner, 10 months.
Thank you.
Skinner.
G. Paul tipped $5. After 3 days of having earthquakes every hour here in Puerto Rico
Oh, damn.
Fuck.
and having no power, my electricity finally came back. But right after that, I got let go from my job. So this might be my last donation for a while and my final month as a Patreon member.
Oh, no.
We
Boy.
appreciate it, but we more care about you making sure you're safe and happy and secure over there. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
take care of yourself, man.
yeah,
That's
keep us updated.
terrible
Stop.
to hear. I'm sorry.
Stop giving us money.
That means we need to put Whiplash on the next reaction poll.
That's
Whiplash?
Because he's the Whiplash guy.
Gotcha.
That's a movie one, right?
Yeah. Top screen, 100 bits.
Woo!
Hey, thank you.
Thank you.
Top screen, I have a job for you.
Swag, 3 months.
Thank you,
Thank you, Swag.
The Dr. Robot has a 19 months. Can't wait for the 2-year sub. I love you guys. I love that you guys are reacting to Naruto. I'm excited for future
Naruto.
episodes, but was wondering out of the Blind Wave crew who would have the best, sexiest jitsu.
Me.
What?
Jutsu.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I can draw the best.
Mine would be a redhead.
Here's what
It's not about drawing.
Yours would look
Draw.
great. Yeah,
It's
you have
about
to
what
be
you
good.
can
You have to
imagine in your head.
No.
I can imagine an
I'd have
amazing
Can't do
thing.
it.
I'd have some
No. You'd be ugly and boxy.
What? Boxy.
one eye bigger than the other.
Phenom Taker for 31 months.
Thank
you, Phenom Taker.
Thank you, Phenom. Dang.
That's a lot of months.
Mabrux has subscribed for the first time.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Appreciate it.
Bell Revan, 26 months.
Hey,
Thank
Bell,
you.
that's a lot of months too.
Hilding, 200 bits. Weekly Loving, by the way, just got Pokemon Shield, which is my first Pokemon game. It's a lot of fun. My starter was Grookey.
Oh, sweet. Cool. Heck yeah.
Make sure to tune in for Pokemon Monday. Sometimes I do raids and people can join in and stuff, so you might be able to join me.
Score bunny.
Miko, 100 bits. I feel your moving stories, Eric. I just moved to Marietta, Georgia.
Oh,
And then,
congrats.
Nice.
and then receiving my bedroom future as a furniture as I type.
Enjoy the
Heck
traffic.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
The Super Pumpkin, 7 months. I love you guys.
Hey,
Love you.
pumpkin.
Love you, kid.
Love you.
We
Super.
love you too. Mickle, 13 months.
Thank you,
you,
Mickle.
Thank you, Mickle.
Mabrux, 100 bits.
Thank you, Mab.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mav.
Coco Gaming, 95 bits. This is my first Blind Wave podcast. Would you team up with U2s and get your own figures?
What's a U2s?
Must be figures of YouTubers,
Oh, yeah.
I guess.
I want a cool
I know,
figure
yeah.
then.
That'd be cool.
I
Yeah.
don't want it to be fucking bald. I don't want Shane to design it.
No, we could get like a removable like a helmet thing, but it's your hair.
Can't wait to see the
Like a
Naruto-
Lego.
Yeah.
helmet hair. Yeah, Aaron, I can't wait to see the Naruto designs. No, I'm just kidding.
Super Scroll, 10 months.
Thank you, Super
Well, thank
Scroll.
Shannon Melissa, 10 bits. Eric has his signed Thrall figure. Rick has his out-of-print games. And I have my new Adam Driver phone case. Yes, I know I'm predictable, but it's very near and dear to my heart.
Nice. Nice.
Eminem, 500 bits.
Thank you, Eminem.
Shannon,
Thank you.
Yeah, you're not bald.
Good.
Shannon Melissa, 10 bits. Blind Wave in the Marvel Universe will be pretty awesome. Reactions every week to B-roll/amateur footage of fights in New York.
Yeah, we can-
Imagine a reaction live stream where 2/3 of you disappear during the click.
Oh.
That would be some shit.
Damn. Yeah.
Yeah, but think of all the things you could react to that you came back and you missed.
Yeah. It's like me with Game of Thrones.
She Ninja, 500 bits. Since One Punch Man Season 2 dub is out, any thoughts of reacting to it? When we can find parts in the schedule?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like One Punch Man.
Torres has resubscribed for 2 months. Here is the new trailer for the new movie. Might watch that later.
New Mutants.
Inlesh, 100 bits. I'm really hoping for Sons of Anarchy winning the new poll. Also hoping that if it does, that Eric would be in the reaction series since he has seen it before, but has never been really able to express his feelings about the show because no one else has seen it.
Sure.
Thank you, English.
Thank you.
It's also kind of a tough thing too because like there's so many things I want to say in the Witcher reaction that I can't.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you don't know what's coming and stuff, and it's like, are you anticipating it, or are you just because a book and you're like, oh, this is what's gonna happen? I bet.
Yeah. Rylish World subscribed.
Thank you,
thank you.
Rylish.
Thank you.
Shannon Melissa, 10 bits. I'm going to dub Rovnik, Croatia in September, and I'm so excited. It's where King's Landing for Game of Thrones was filmed.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Hell
That'd be
yeah.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Dip,
Have fun
24
with that.
months. Can't believe it's been 2 years since I subscribed to you on Twitch. Probably one of the only things I really look forward to these days is watching shows with full length. It's so much fun. Thank you for being so entertaining and awesome.
Thank you.
Well,
Thank you for
very
watching.
much.
Potato chip.
Thank you so much, Dip.
Potato chip.
It's 2 years. It's good.
Captain Fishlip, 9 months.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Fish
Fish.
lips, 9 months. Blind way, baby.
Hi Kyo Corgi for 4 months.
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Corgi.
Thank you. Yeah.
No one attempted that first name.
Shannon Melissa, 10 bits. OMG Calvin, who is your favorite supernatural character? I'm so excited you're watching it.
Cass.
He's awesome.
Pandak, subscribe.
Gripped you tight and raised you from perdition.
I am the one that dripped you tight and raised you from perdition. It's
It-
great. I love it.
It's Kane, 200 bits. Name Kane, pronounced like Kane, by the way, Rick. Said it
Kane.
wrong a few times in the past, so I
Like
thought
Abel.
I should help.
Abel's bro.
Thank you.
But
Well-
I did get it this time looking at it without looking at the message.
Hey.
Still going through tough times. Can't hear on one ear now.
Bummer.
I know how Eric feels. eyesight got messed up, but watching your videos and listening to this podcast is my favorite thing every week.
Oh, thank you.
Thank
So,
you, man.
You'll adapt.
Big thanks for that.
You'll
Hospital.
survive.
Tough love, Erica.
Big
You'll
thanks
adapt.
for that. Hospital internet sucks, though.
Yeah, that
well,
sucks.
hope your
Sorry,
situation
man.
gets better, man. Thanks for listening.
Get better.
Steve James, 14 months. It feels like it's only been one.
Watching whatever.
Woo. Thank you. Is that a compliment?
Only been 1 month?
I think so.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Dapper Darius, 22 months. I am going to watch in a little bit, but Shane, can you say Darius is a handsome man?
Darius is a handsome man.
Crusader, 11 months.
Just soundbite that.
Thank you, Crusader.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Crusader.
Alex B with 1,000 bits, heading home from work. Have a great rest of the stream, guys.
Oh,
Thank you, Alex.
Thank
Woo,
you.
1,000 bits.
Hope you got home okay.
You said that like that was the last one, Rick.
That was the last one.
That's yeah, man.
You fool, Shane. He showed you.
I am the last one.
I affirmed it.
That was the last one.
Yeah.
I am the last one.
I am the last one.
I'm the
Eric,
last
I
one.
missed it.
He did say it.
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
That was very, Rick, that was very funny. That was a good time to do that.
I thought you were just repeating what Eric said.
That was
repeat what you
that was a
said.
hell of a thing.
Hell of a
Oh,
thing.
you ruined it.
Invex,
no.
slap. Eric, slap Aaron.
Me slap Aaron?
Eric, slap Aaron.
Why? What'd I do?
And Shane, you have push-ups from Light, 667.
Because you were the one that was like, "Oh yeah, Rick, that was a really good."
I think of a Goofy movie. You know a Goofy movie?
Stand out above the crowd.
He's like sitting like this. Like, he does that.
No,
Like he swallowed the squeaky thing.
I've never seen it.
Shane has push-ups.
No one's seen a Goofy movie?
I've seen it.
Okay.
Shane's seen it.
movie is so fucking good.
You know what? No one apparently seen. Has anyone in chat? Someone needs to help me with it. Has anyone in chat seen Dirty Rotten Scoundrels?
No.
I just asked this because during we watched The Hustle, me and Melanie did, and we started watching it. I'm like, after it got past the intro part thing, and then we started doing the title sequence, I was like, wait a minute, is this just Dirty Rotten Scoundrels? And Melanie's like, what's that? And then everyone I talked to, no one knows what Dirty Rotten Scoundrels is. No one. Thanks, Mick.
All right, that is all the time we have. We have so many questions
Biggest- oh,
left
good.
over.
Man.
Unfortunately, we couldn't get to
Golly.
them. I will refund all of them.
Okay.
Drewski Drew knows as well.
But
Let's
there's
do one
like-
more. Let's do one more. One more.
One more.
Real quick.
All right.
One more.
Blah 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 blah.
Real quick.
There's like 50.
Fast fire, fast fire.
No, we would not do more than our
Just Rick, just scroll one real quick and stop on one.
Do the chronologically next one.
All right. Al Hussein, what is your biggest gaming achievement?
Oh,
Rick's is beating Gus and Shane at Smash Brothers.
I didn't even think about that. but
Yep.
Yeah.
Mine is doing the warthog jump so well that the warthog disappears past the horizon.
No, yours
It
was
literally
beating that-
fell off the world.
wasn't yours beating that Mario level?
I don't know.
Playing Super Smash Brothers on stage with my friends at E3, biggest dream, and I played Gus and I beat him. That's more important to me than winning that bracket.
Yeah.
So
Finding a spot in
I won
Uncharted
that
2 multiplayer that I could just grab people, throw them off the edge, and it didn't know what was going on.
Uncharted 2 multiplayer was some
We
of
just
the
played so
funnest
much.
online
That was my
multiplayer
greatest
I've had in
achievement.
my life.
That
Yeah.
one. Aaron,
Throw people off the edge of what? What?
off the world. Aaron.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of what
I
my
feel like this
greatest.
could be a whole podcast.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what my greatest achievement would be.
Yep. Which is it?
One of the things is just my growth in World of Warcraft when I was joining in as a hunter, trying to like do as much damage as I can, and like
Yeah.
I watch myself on like DPS meters, like being down here. I'm like, damn, I need to do better. I'm like practicing, trying to get better, and then now I'm like one of the top ones. I'm like, yes, I'm so much better now.
Yay.
Either that or hitting platinum on StarCraft 2 when I was playing competitive
Yeah.
was a pretty high point. I'm like, it's finally paying off all this damn work.
Nice.
And then what I do with it, nothing. So
All
there you
right,
go.
that's going to do it for the Blind Wave podcast. Thanks,
Good
guys,
question.
for all the questions. We'll have to do another question round sometime soon.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Eric beating Fallen Order, the boss at the end of Final Order.
Hey, I had 1,400 viewers there. That's fine.
Make sure to come back
Took
tomorrow.
forever, but it's okay.
Make sure to come back tomorrow for the stream at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And also, be sure to, if you haven't already, to vote in the Breaking Bad replacement
The poll.
Remember,
Yes.
Patreon.com/blindwave
Hurry and vote.
or blindwave.net.
Indeed.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, everybody.
It
Thank
supports us.
Bye.
Have a good one. See you guys tomorrow for the stream. Oh, it's music. Listen to this music, guys. Listen to this music.